Wait, where is this? Oh, there you are. There we go. Oh, no, I need the browser up. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. We're all situated now. Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the 250 video game tier list. I'm excited to go through the rest of this list now and reveal to the world how bad my taste in video games is. For those who haven't seen the first part, please go check it out. I'll be leaving it in the description below. And yeah, I basically did every game from, what was it, A to K, and now we're doing basically the rest of the alphabet in the stream. So I'm curious to see what this guy has in his list, and which of the games I know, and which of the games I can actually properly give a thing for, a rating for as well. I'm looking forward to talking about more video games, and also, since the last stream, also, Chris Lid721 on Twitter, or on Twitch, decided to make a call-out post to me, a call-out stream, if you will, to me. Basically going off the tier list that I made originally, and he made his own, kind of based off most of my opinions on it as well. So now I'm gonna be also showing him this stream later, so he can rate the second part of my list as well. Also, you tried to call me out. I'm calling you out now. Post a damn tier list on Twitter, you coward. Post it on Twitter. I did, at least. And I also wanted to be on Twitter just so I have like a more permanent form to like reference from, because he referenced a lot of the games in there for me to personally go through. So I'll need to look back at those and see which games are actually worth playing in the eyes of Christopher. Well, for now we're gonna get into the this tier list, where we are going to basically rate every single one of these games into this massive tier list. L to Z, yeah. So yeah, as you can see, tier lists are right above me for the rules on how I decide to go about this. And it's the same way that I did it the last time. So let's do it the same way that I did the last time and put every single game that I had going alphabetical order, and deciding which of these I haven't played or not, and then just chucking them into this tier, and then I'll be moving the tier up to the top so the rest of the list is easier to manage. I can't wait to see almost every game in the haven't played tier. Yep. We're getting into it right now. Alright, I definitely played Left 4 Dead. You don't have to worry about that. I never did get to LA Noire, though. It's a game that I've kind of wanted to play, but I just haven't really gotten around to it. What is that one? Last year? Last year something? I haven't heard of that one. Layers of Fear, I haven't played that either. Oh, I see, it's Left 4 Dead. Okay, never mind. So, the original Left 4 Dead I haven't played. But the Left 4 Dead 2 I definitely have played. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never played the original one. I know I definitely played Left 4 Dead 2, though. What's this, Legends of Grimrock or something like that? I haven't played that one either. Oh god, the Lego series. Oh, I forgot about the Lego series. Okay, some of the Lego series I have played, and some of them I haven't. I never played the Lego Batman games. I played a little bit of the Harry Potter ones. I think I could probably put those into my tier list. I never played Indiana Jones as far as I remember. Lord of the Rings, haven't played that one either. The Marvel Collection, I think. I saw Chris play it a little bit, but I don't think I personally really played too much of it. And then of course Legos to complete the Lego Star Wars collection I have definitely played. Lego Worlds I haven't played either. Okay. Yeah, these two games I'm pretty sure I remember playing in the past. I've also played Lego City Undercover. As well as I think there's another Lego game I played way back too. Yeah, most of the Lego games I'm kind of blind to. Besides, you know, Star Wars. I think everyone's played Lego Star Wars, right? Why would you play the sequel when you haven't played the original? Well, I think Left 4 Dead is kind of like one of those series where it's just like the sequel just does better things than the original thing did, so I never really bothered to go back and play it. Also, I think Left 4 Dead 2 also was just more popular. Lethal Lake Belize, I have this on my list. I definitely want to play it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. What is that? Oh god. I see Life is Strange. Yeah, there's the Life is Strange collection right after that. Lethal Lake. Is this one of the other Lethal games, maybe? I haven't heard of that one, if that's the case. I'm pretty sure I don't know that one. Life is Strange, I have not... Oh, I played like a little bit of the first part of Life is Strange, but I never played the rest of it, so... Gonna chuck all those also into the not played tier. Limbo, I haven't played it. I've seen a lot of people play it, but I haven't played it myself. It does seem like an interesting game. I might get to it if I have it on my Steam list. I might go to it. I did play Little Inferno though. Never played Little Nightmares though. I've heard pretty good things about it though. Same amount of things I think as same kind of things as Limbo a little bit from what I remember. League of Legends. Okay, yeah, this is the one I thought that I think was Dota, so I'm gonna keep that in my list because I'm pretty sure I played LoL before once. Yeah, a Looney Tunes game. Interesting. I never even heard of that one. Lords of the Fallen. I haven't even heard of that one either. Sorry. Middle Earth and okay. So yeah, these are Lord of the Rings games. Middle Earth 2, and then I don't know what that one is. The only Lord of the Rings games I've played is the Shadow of Mordor games. I played Shadow of Mordor and I played Shadow of War. But I don't know any of the other Lord of the Rings games past that. I heard of Lost Planet. I never played it though. Lucius. I haven't even heard of that one either. Oh yeah, I definitely played Madden though. I did play Mad Max for a bit. Never played Mafia 2 or Mafia oh, there's 3 games. Ooh. Hold on, let me order those so it's a little bit more neater. I heard of Manhunt. I never played it myself though. Also, I like how the Mario stuff is all up here, even though they're technically Super Mario. They should be like lower on the list because of the Super in the name. But I get it. You wanted to put all the Mario games together. I get that. Okay. I played a little bit of 64. I definitely played like a lot of good parts of it, but I never like played the game fully to its completion. I do want to do it on stream someday. The 11-bit games, I'm pretty sure I've played with that once before too. NSMB, yep. And Mario Galaxy, definitely. Mario Kart 8, yep, definitely. Odyssey, yep. Mario Party, Super Mario Party, yep. If they put the other Mario Party games on here, I would be like lost. Because I only really ever played this one. I might have played some of the others in the past, but I like don't remember them at all. Mars, never played it. Marvel vs. Capcom. I never played the Marvel vs. Capcom series. I heard it's pretty good though. Oh god, the Mass Effect trilogy. And Andromeda. Oh boy. Okay, so I have very vague memories of playing Mass Effect 2. And a little bit of 3 as well. But I never I don't think I truly played all the games to their completion. I want to do them on stream someday. I'd love to do a Mass Effect trilogy stream someday on stream. So it's definitely on my list. But for now, I'm just gonna leave them all down here. I heard they're really good though, and they're games I would definitely enjoy a lot. Like after I go through a series, I feel like it's either gonna be an A tier or S tier kind of game for me, honestly. I can't believe they left out Sunshine. I know, right? An absolute sin. Hey, you know what? You know, Pansy, they also left out Mario Galaxy 2. Which I don't really blame them, because I think most people forgot that Mario Galaxy 2 is a thing. They also left out, like, a bunch of the other Mario games, too, that I used to play. Like, I played New Super Mario Bros. 2 a lot as well. And also Mario 3D World and 3D Land. They don't have either of those on here as well. Damn, okay. Well, rip the Mario series, I guess. Yeah, again, this is weird. This list is very weird and inconsistent, because, like, they have some of the games of the franchise, but they don't have, like, all the games. So it's like, why? Max Payne, I remember the first one. I remember seeing Vlad play this on stream, like, way back on the days on TGN. But I don't remember anything about it, to be honest. I would not trust my opinion on either of those games. Is that Medal for Honor? Never played that either. Medieval, I've heard good things about Medieval, especially because the remake came out, but I have not played it personally myself. War. I don't even know what that is, but okay. I don't know, Modern War, I don't know. Metal Gear. Oh boy, here's the Metal... Oh, wait a minute, really? You're really gonna do the Metal Gear series like that? You're gonna leave out the original trilogy of Metal Gear Solid, but you're gonna keep Survive and 5, the Phantom Pain? That's weird, okay. That's very strange. I really thought for sure they would have had, like, the whole Metal Gear series on here, because, like, those games are, like, immensely, like, they're a little bit more niche, but they're still popular. That's so strange to me. I never played 5. I've wanted to, though, for a while, and I never played Survive either. I heard it's trash, though. I heard it's absolute trash. The only Metal Gear game I did play was 4. And it was Guns of the Patriots, I think it was. And that one was pretty fun from what I remember. It was actually nice as a standalone series, but I know it ties into every other game as well. So yeah. Oh, the Metro series. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, they have Metro... It looks like they have Metro... I think I see Exodus right there. And then this might be Last Light? No, I don't think this is Last Light. This might be 2033. Yeah, I think this is 2033, and I think this is Exodus. Oh, there's Last Light. Okay. Wait, why is it separated by Metroid? Hold on a second. Metroid Prime of all games as well. Not even like the regular Metroids. Very interesting. Okay. I've seen a lot of gameplay of the Metro series. I've wanted to play it myself as well, but I never really got to it myself. I think I saw Chris play like 2033. Almost in its entirety, but I've never seen really much of the other games. So, I'm just gonna put them all in here. And same with Metroid Prime. I never played Metroid Prime. Metroid and like Samus is as a character is like, it's a series I've only seen from Smash, and I've been kind of curious about playing their games, but I just never really got around to doing it myself. I've wanted to play Super Metroid, because it looks really cool, actually. It looks like a game I would, like, actually love. And I'm actually pretty excited for Metroid Dread, because it'll be, like... It's like Samus is making a return to 2D, and it looks really nice, so it's like a return to form. And it's a pretty good excuse for me to get into the Metroid series once and for all, too. Minecraft... Oh, I never played Minecraft. I never played Minecraft. Now, I don't think I've really met anyone who hasn't played Minecraft. Honestly. Except for my parents, of course, but you know. Mini Ninjas, I remember playing a demo of this game on Xbox long ago, but like nothing past that. Also, such a weird game to like put on the list. Interesting. Here's Mirror's Edge series. Oh boy, I remember seeing and maybe playing a little bit of Mirror's Edge like way back in the day on the Xbox, but never really got into it myself. So yeah, we're just gonna chuck them both in here. I never played Super Monkey Ball, but I've wanted to. I'm looking forward to the collection that's coming out. That might actually get moved up on the list later once I start playing it from the collection. I recognize that Monster Hunter World. I definitely played that. I think that's the original Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure I played a little bit of it, but I think I'll keep it because I know at least enough about the Mortal Kombat series to know what it's like. Put the Minecraft in the F tier 2 list. Absolute trash game, right? Yeah, who plays Minecraft? Who thinks Minecraft is fun, right? What was that, Medieval Warband? I never even heard of that. The hell is that? I think I see Mutant right there. Oh, Murdered Soul Suspect. I've heard about this game. I've never played it. I think I've wanted to. I need to look back at the trailers again to reaffirm myself with what this game is, but I never played it. Same with Mutant. My Hero Academia. Oh god. We got, which one is that? Is that the fighting game that came out for it? I remember playing like, I think I played like a demo of it or something like that, or like a little bit of it, but I never really played much of it. So no, I'm just gonna put that there. I play the hell out of my Sims. I played Naughty Bear too. Yeah. Never played NBA. I never played Need for Speed yet, but it's on my list. It's on my PS4. I can play it anytime I want. I just need to get to it. I feel like it's a racing game that I would like a lot too. Kind of like the Forza series, but for PlayStation. I definitely played Nier Automata. Ni no Kunai, never played these games either. They look really cool though. They're like really cool looking JRPGs, especially with the art style by what was it? Ghibli. It's like the Ghibli style. I love it a lot. I need to get into it. I played N. Especially the original one way back in the day before it became Plus. No Man's Sky. I have never actually played this yet, but I heard it's gotten significantly better. I feel like if you ask most people what this game was when it came out, they would all say trash. But I think majority of people would basically say it's a good game. I don't know if they would say it's a great game, but I think they would at least say it's a good game. I played at least 20 minutes of Octodad. That's about it. So I can't really form a good opinion on that. I wanted to play the Okami series as well, but I just haven't gotten to it. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Look how giant this list is already. Yeah, every game before N Plus is the ones I've played so far, by the way. No. I think I played Orcs Must Die. I know I at least played... I either played this one, or I also played Dungeon Defenders a little bit, I think. But I'm just going to be safe and say I didn't. Because I don't remember enough about it to really form a good opinion on them. Orion and the Blind Forest, I've wanted to play it. I think it was an Xbox exclusive. That's why I never really actually got to it. But... I think they did port it now to PC, so if I get Game Pass on PC again, maybe I'll get back into that. Orwell is a game also on my list that I've heard about, but I haven't gone to it yet. Outlast. Never played the Outlast series myself. I've seen people play it though, especially Chris. He shit his pants while he was playing it, but I never played them myself, so I can't really say much about it. They look like really cool horror games, though. I'll probably play... Actually, do I have... Let me quickly cross-reference this real quickly. I do have Outlast, or do I? Or am I borrowing this from Chris? That's from Chris's library, okay. Maybe I'll play the original Outlast and during Spooky Month. Perhaps. we'll see about it. Is that the Walking Dead series? Why is it up here? No, wait, seriously, why is it up here? What? That's The Walking Dead, right? That's the Telltale Walking Dead game. I haven't really played much of it anyways either, so I'm gonna put it up here. That's really strange how it's up there though. Unless that's something else. Because it's in between like all the O's. I don't know, that's weird. I think I did play Overlord a little bit of the way in the back. I had to like dig deep into my mind to remember how that game was played. But yeah, I can at least say something about that one. I actually never played Overwatch. It's just one of those shooter games that I kind of refused to get into for a while, just because there were so many other things I was interested in rather than it. I don't know. It's a game that I probably maybe would like if I played it, but I just haven't. Oxenfree, nope. I definitely played Pac-Man. Never played Parappa though. It's one of those weird rhythm games that I feel like I probably would like, but it's a little bit too silly for me to really like want to play right away. Payday 2, I played that. I don't remember playing Peggle. Let me. I know I have it on. Or wait, do I have it on here actually? I know my dad bought it, but no, I never played it. Okay, I don't have it on my Steam, so pretty sure I never played it. I don't even remember what it was like actually. Let me. Actually, yeah. Let's look on the store page real quickly. Oh yeah, this game looks weird. It's like a puzzle game. It looks like it has like breakout elements, but also like, you know, like those little pachinko machine kind of things too. Interesting. Yeah, I never played that for sure. Did not look familiar to me at all. Put it into F tier as well. What do you mean? Do you mean Peggle or do you mean Overwatch? Perfect Dark, I've heard things about. I never played it. Oh god, the Persona series. Well, I played Persona. I played Persona 5. I never played the other ones though, so sorry, Persona fans. Phoenix Wright. Oh god, yeah, I never played the Phoenix Wright games either. They seem like interesting games though. I wouldn't mind actually picking one up someday. Maybe if I had a better working DS, maybe. I could play it on my original, I think, because I think they had it for the original. What was this? Pillars of Eternity, I think it's called. Never played that. I played Plague Inc. though. Yeah, Persona 5 is the only one I played. I think this is the original too. Yeah, I think this is the original one too. But I definitely did play the original a bit too. It's pretty good too. Persona 5 is definitely a really good game even if you're not really that much into RPGs or JRPGs. The stupid dog rapper game. Oh, Overwatch deserves to be an F as well. Oh, do you have experience with Parappa? I would say I envy you, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. Okay. Planet Coaster. I haven't gotten to it yet, but it seems like a really fun little roller coaster tycoon sim kind of thing. Good roller coaster sim. Plants vs Zombies, I did play it. Pokemon, original Pokemon too, actually. That's Pokemon, yeah, that's Pokemon Fire Red. I think I remember trying it, but I'll keep it in, just because I know enough about Pokemon games to kind of judge what this one is basically like. So I think we can put it in there. I played the Portal series as well. The Postal games, oh boy. Oh god. Yeah, there's Postal 3, 2, and the first one. I have watched people play Postal, and I think Postal 2 as well, but I've never played them myself. They're really like weird and out there games, but they're like really funny as well. I've seen the movie for it though. The movie is really great. I've wanted to get into Prey for so long, especially the Mooncrasher thingy, because the Mooncrasher thing looks really cool. Person Architect, I played like I think I built a little bit of things in it, but I never like properly played the game like as itself. Like I mostly just built something in it, and then I decided I was done with it for a little while. I do want to try it out like for real at some point though. Prototype. Okay, I played the first Prototype. I never got to the second one though. And I think I played this up to like the midpoint, and then I kind of stopped. And then when I tried to go back into it after a while, I completely forgot all the controls and like the buffs and like the stuff that I got from my character as well. So I was just running around the city trying to figure out how to play the game again, and I couldn't remember what to do. I'm just like, okay, I'll get back to this later. I just completely forgot how to play the game after I tried to get back into it. One of these days I want to give it a good try again though. I probably have to actually replay the game from the beginning to like get a good grip on it again. But like I do remember playing it at least, and it was decent fun. I played a bit. Most of my beef is from my friend always sending cringe shit at that game. Oh, I see. Well, you just gotta believe, man. You just gotta believe. I know the memes at least. I never played Psychonauts, and I know many people might be upset to hear about that. I heard that it's really good, but I just haven't gotten to it. I did play a bit of PUBG though. I can actually say something about that too. Quake. I never played the Quake games like really too much. I wanted to though. Never played 007. Also, what is... Actually, wait, this is a different one, isn't it, too? It's like Quantum something or like Quantum Leap or something like that? I don't know. Because I think the other 007 was up before because it was the GoldenEye one. Okay, I never played Raft. Never played Rage. I played Sex Siege, though. Oh, that's another Rainbow Six game. What the hell is that one? Varus 2? Oh, Vegas. Oh, so Rainbow Six Vegas. Okay. Yeah, I never played Vegas. I did play Siege though. That's like the only Rainbow Six games I remember actually playing. Ratchet and Clank, I never actually got into the series. It seems really cool, and it seems like something I would really enjoy, but I just need to get into it. I bet you Chris definitely has something to say about that one as well. Same with the Rayman series. I only played Legends, and I think... Was it this one? Is that the Rabbids one? Yeah, Rayman Raving Rabbids, that's right. Yeah, I remember playing these two. But the other ones I haven't. The Rayman series is pretty cool, though. I wouldn't mind getting back into maybe some of the older games, but these two I definitely remember like enjoying a little bit, though. Red Dead series. I never played Red Dead 2. Like, not really liking this full. I played like a little bit of the opening, and then I got rid of it because it was taking up way too much space on my PS4. But I definitely played the first game though. I remember playing the first one for sure. I also watched Vlad play it all on stream as well, so I can definitely say something about it. Resident Evil. Oh god, the Resident Evil series. Oh, that's quite extensive. Okay, so some of them are the remakes too, like RE2 here. Never played it. Never played 3? Yeah, I think that's 3. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. I did play 4 though. I also played the original, which I don't know. Is that on here actually? Is the Resident Evil remake on here? I think it's that one, right? Yeah, it looks like it's that one. I'm gonna count that one as the remake. I'm pretty sure that's what that one is. So I played 4. I never played 5, and I never played 6, and I never played 7 as well. And I never played the Revelations games either. But I do remember at least trying out 4 and the original one, because I finished the original one on TGN way back in the day, and then we also played a bit of 4 as well, so I can at least say something on both of those games. Never played Wormworld. Risk of Rain, hell yeah. Is that Risk of Rain 2 too? Oh, it is. Is it? It looks like that's Risk of Rain 2 as well. Which is strange how they would give they put in Risk of Rain 2 but not the original. I see how you are, List. I see how you are. Never played Roblox. I definitely play Rock Band though. That's an S tier right there. I'm just telling you right now. Never really played Rocket League. It seems interesting, but it's a sports game, so eh. I played like a little bit of RuneScape back in the day. I think that's fine enough to actually sum it up what I think about it. Because I remember playing it with friends. I know I definitely played it with friends at one point. When we decided to actually get onto the classic thing or something. Rust, nope. Rise, nope. Saints Row series, oh boy. I did play 2, and I did play the 3rd one. I haven't gotten to the 4th one yet, but it looks really cool. So, and I never played the 1st one. I only played the 2nd and the 3rd game. Roblox deserves to go into S tier. Does it though? Does it really, Pansy? Sam & Max. I haven't played that. I only recognize him from the poker game, but I haven't played the Sam & Max games. It seems interesting though. It's like a point-and-click adventure, right? I might try to look into that at some point. I never played the Saw games. Never played SCP. I played Scribblenauts. Never played Scum. Never played Sea of Thieves. Haven't gotten to Sekiro yet. I definitely wanted to though. I've heard it's pretty cool. Serious Sam. Oh god, that's a game on my list again, but haven't gotten to it yet. There's Shadow Mortar. Yeah, I played that one. I also played a little bit of Shadow Colossus as well. Again, why Shadow? I know it's because of the alphabetical, but like it triggers me a little bit seeing that. Roblox is the best game in this entire list, Corey. You must join us and play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Shadow Tactics. Never played that. Shovel Knight, haven't played it. What is that one? Oh, is that Silent Hill? I haven't gotten to the Silent Hill games yet. Yeah, it's gotta be Silent Hill, because that's before the Sim series. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, the Sim games, though. Oh, my God. I think I, played a bit of SimCities, but, never really that much. Just gonna put them down here. I did play a bit of Hit and Run, though. Oh, no, wait, was it? Oh, no, I played a bit of both of these, actually. I had to remember what these two games are like. I'll look them up later once I get into the actual list. Oh god, the Sim series. I never played the Castaway DLC. I did play the 2nd game, and I did play the 3rd game. I never played the 4th game though. I think I have the 4th game. No, I had the 3rd game. I had the 3rd game on Steam right now. I do remember definitely playing 2 and I remember playing 2 and 3 though, for sure. Oh, and there's the originals too. Yeah, I haven't played that one either. Let me put these before. Yeah, there we go, in a more chronological order. There we go. Though the Skate series, again, you don't have the original Skate, but you have 2 and 3, which is understandable. I don't think many people have heard the original Skate anyways. I did play both of these though, so I can actually speak on those. Never played Sleeping Dogs. I did play Slime Rancher. Is that which Sly Cooper game is that? Something Other Thieves. I think that's Sly 2, right? Yeah, I think I see it. I think it's the Sly 2 on it. I don't think I played specifically that one. The only Sly Cooper game I did play was Thieves in Time, and that was actually pretty fun. It actually kind of made me want to get into the Sly Cooper games because they look kind of interesting. Also, I like the character designs a lot too. In all seriousness, Roblox is pretty cool. It's more fun playing with friends, though. Of course it is. Usually ignore the randos and I play on the servers. Yeah, I understand that. Again, for, like I said, for like most of the judging on some of these games, like I always try to judge these games based on their games itself. Like you can always say a game is fun to play with friends because like a game is always fun to play with friends, but as long as the core gameplay itself is cool too, then you can like fully judge it on that. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Nah, I never played that game. This game is trash. Who plays Smash Bros. Ultimate? Smite, never played it. Sniper Elite, never played it. Soma, never played it. Oh god, here's the Sonic games. Oh boy, look at this. Remember that Sonic tier list that we did before? Yeah, they got a total of 2 games. And they're not even like the 3D ones. They're just Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Mania. What is this tier list? How are you going to include the Sonic series and not have Adventure 2, Generations, Colors even, and Unleashed? Like, those are like the more known Sonic games, I would say. Even Sonic Forces, I feel like, would be better on this list. But, I mean, these two are still very popular, so I get why at least these two, but, like, why only these two is my question. Also, hi, Dad. There are some games that aren't fun to play with friends. You know, that's true. Like fighting games, for example. Especially like if they're like really good at the game more so than you, they're not so fun to play with against friends. So that I can at least understand. Soul Calibur 4, actually, yeah, this is the one I have played. So yeah, there's some Soul Calibur games I haven't played, but this is one I definitely played. I haven't gotten to the Fractured Butthole, but I've wanted to play the South Park games really badly. Also, why do they have Fractured Butthole on here, but not Stick of Truth? This list is very weird. Space Engineering, I haven't even heard of that one. Spec Ops: The Line, haven't played that. What the fuck is that? Oh, Spider-Man. I played this Spider-Man. I haven't played this Spider-Man. I don't know what this Spider-Man is. I haven't played that one though. Yeah, I played this Spider-Man though. I haven't played this one though. Splinter Cell. I haven't played the Splinter Cell series. Spore. Yeah, I played that. Spyro, I haven't gotten to yet. I heard really good things about the Reignite trilogy, and I do want to play it. It seems like a game series I probably would enjoy as well, so that would probably be pretty good. Stalker. Oh boy, I have not even heard of the Stalker series. Just gonna chuck them all down there. Yeah, Fractured Butthole. Exactly. I mean, that's what the that's technically what the game is called. It's just not spelled that way. Is the Fractured Butthole. They're very funny with that title, at least. Sport, yeah. Starbound I haven't played. StarCraft haven't played. Stardew Valley, I have played that, actually. Yeah, I can say I played that. Star Fox Zero I haven't played, though. Battlefront. Oh god, the Battlefront series. I think like way back in the day I played the original Star Wars Battlefront. But yeah, like this Battlefront 2, I think I remember playing. But like not even that much. So I'm just going to chuck all the Battlefront games into here. But I will save this one specifically for the trash tier. I've heard that the new Battlefront 2 is like actually trash though. It probably has gotten better, but it went through some hot water, I'll tell you that. And then they also have a couple of other Star Wars games. They have Knights of the Old Republic, and then they have Force Awakens. I think I remember playing Force Awakens like way back in the day. There's also Dark Forces. I haven't even heard of that one. I heard Knights of the Old Republic, but I never played it myself. I think that's like the Star Wars MMO, right? I know I haven't played it though. I think I can at least speak on Force Unleashed though, because I think I do remember playing the original. And I do think that's the original too, that isn't the 2. Trey Parker and Matt Stone knew what they were doing when they thought of that title. Yeah, indeed. State of Decay. I haven't played either of those. What are you? Okay, start with an S. ST, most likely. Stein? Oh, wait, is this Steins Gate? Steins Gate? I didn't even know they made a game on it. Yeah, they're pretty sure that's Steins Gate. I know I've heard of the anime, but I didn't even know they had a game of it. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put you down there then. I'll look in you. That's interesting. Stick Fight, the game I played. Oh, there's Stick of Truth. Wait, why is it down here? Why was Fractured Butthole all the way up here? Wait, what? But there's it's South Park. Why is it? Is it because it's called Stick of Truth, not South Park: The Stick of Truth? Is that really why? That's so weird. Okay. I haven't played either of the games though, but I have really wanted to, because those games are like really hilarious, and they RPG. I think if I heard they're actually like really decent RPGs too. So I definitely want to get into them at some point. I might stream them. I say might because stuff of that game is very offensive, and might even be like a little bit too crude for stream. But I'll look into it if it's safe enough to stream. Or if I know what parts are like not safe to stream, then I can probably work around making it on the channel. I would love to do it on the channel though. That would be funny as hell. Especially because I'm someone who doesn't really get offended at most of the like crude humor that they have in these kind of games. I just think it's funny. Do not stream Stick of Truth. Yeah. This tier list is messing with my OCD, indeed. Is it actually not safe to stream? See, that's why I was like so apprehensive about it, because I wasn't sure if it was. I would like to if it's not that bad. But if it is that bad, I might not even consider it. I'll definitely play it on my own if that's the case. Never played Stranded Deep. Never played Styx. Never played Subnautica either. I've heard a lot of people play it. I think it's kind of like a horror game, right? Do I have this? I don't, but Chris does. Okay. Might be worth doing a Steam stream on someday. We'll see about it. There's a level in that game where you fight elves on your parents' bed while they have sex. Yeah, I remember that scene. I've heard of that one at least. Like that's one of the scenes where I'm just like, that might be a little weird to do on stream. Trying audio only, got rid of the lag, but I can't see your smiling face. Aw. Well, at least you can still hear me. That's the most important part. As long as you can hear me, that's all that really matters with this kind of tier list, especially. You'll only really need to see the visuals once I get to like the actual tier list. But I'm still gonna be explaining where I put everything anyways. Super hot. Never played it. I heard it's pretty fun though, honestly. Super Meat Boy. I think I played like slight amount of it, but not that much. I'm just gonna put it down there. What is that? I don't know what that is, actually. Because I don't know what it is, I don't think I played it. Tabs, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Oh, that's right. I think I have this on my Steam. Let me look back at this. No, I don't actually. I heard about it though. It looks fun, honestly, but I haven't played it. Tekken 7. Oh, I've heard that Ben's been playing this a lot recently. I haven't played it myself though. Played a lot of Terraria though. TF2 as well. I have played. Binding of Isaac. I did recently also play that as well. The Bureau. Haven't heard of that. Council, or the Council. I guess this would be. Yeah, this is all the games. This is all the games. Haven't heard of the Council. Haven't played the Crew. Is it really called The Darkness? I thought it was just called Darkness. I think I played like a demo of these, but I never actually played the Darkness series in general, in full. Same with the Evil Within series. I've wanted to play it because they seem really cool, but I haven't gotten around to them myself. Never played The Forest. I do know people who have played it though. The Hunter, haven't even played that one either. The Last of Us. I never played The Last of Us. It's a game series I probably would like, maybe, but after hearing all the shit that's been going on with the series, I am very apprehensive about entering it. I heard it's gone under quite some shit, especially 2. So I'm not so sure if I want to get into it. I feel like there's other games I'd rather play before I even try out The Last of Us. It seems like an interesting series though, so I'm not sure. Like, I like the zombie aesthetic at least a lot to the game, or the post-apocalyptic nature of it all. Never played The Letter. Never played The Long Dark. The Ship. I haven't even heard of that one. The Stanley Parable, definitely played that. There's The Walking Dead. Wait a minute, so what was this one before? The other one was definitely different then, because this is the Walking Dead series right here. Either way, still, again, I haven't actually played it all the way through. I've wanted to though. I might do it on stream someday. That might be an interesting stream game to do. I'll just have to maybe deal with backseating, but I'm not sure. Same with The Wolf Among Us. I've never played that either. Never played Thief, but I think I've seen Chris play it a bit too. This is The Police. I haven't even heard of that game. Sounds interesting though. And then there's another version of it. This is The Police again. This War of Mine, I think I played like maybe a bit of it, but I mostly saw Chris play most of this. It seems interesting. I definitely want to get into it because, again, the post-apocalyptic nature of the game really appeals to me. I'm not so sure about the gameplay, but we'll have to see about it. I'll probably try it on a Steam stream one of these days because I definitely own it. Throne of Lies, haven't even heard of that one. Never played Titanfall. Heard pretty good things about it. I've wanted to play Titanfall just to see what it's like, but I just didn't want to own it myself. I mostly just wanted to see what it was like. So I think Alex owns it though. So maybe I'll stop by his house and play with him someday. Actually, I think he had Titanfall 2, not the original one. But either way, Tomb Raider series. Oh boy, I have these. I have like all of these on my Steam, ready to go. Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, Legends, the reboot, and then Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have all of these on my Steam. I have the whole Tomb Raider collection ready to play at any time that I want to. I just need to get to it. They do seem like games I would like too, because they're kind of like Uncharted-esque, especially with the reboot. I think it looks a lot more Uncharted-like when you do the reboots. But yeah, I definitely want to get into them though. I've heard especially these 3 are really good. Alright. Oh, did I miss one? I missed a few. I think that's... Huh. Are those other reboots or like other like side games? Those are supposed to be other side games. I hadn't even heard either of those either. Actually, let me see if I have those too. I know I at least have the one Tomb Raider collection. Yeah, I have. Yeah, there's a reboot. Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3. Oh, those are what those are. I have Legends, then I have Anniversary, and then I have Underworld. So those must be what those other ones are. Okay. Also, I don't have Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now that I think about it, yeah, I don't have that on my list actually. I do have Shadow of the Tomb Raider though, and I do have the original Tomb Raider, or the reboot Tomb Raider, on my Steam. But I don't have Rise. Interesting. I think Rise comes to seeming at how it goes through here. I think Rise of Tomb Raider is between these two, so I might have to pick that up. Interesting. Okay. Continuing on though. Something of Rome 2. It's gotta be beginning with a T, right? Yeah. Total War, I think. Total War Rome. Never played them though. Never played Warhammer. Never played Tower Unite. I have it on my Steam though. It looked kind of interesting. Never played Town of Salem, but I play games like it. Transformers the game. I haven't played that. It might be interesting because I do like the Transformers series from afar at least. I don't know how a game of it would play like. It sounds interesting though. Heard of Trials Fusion. Never played Trials Fusion. Same with all the Tropico series. Also, I like how they have the Tropico series from 3 onward. I might play a Tropico game sometime on stream. Could be interesting. Mostly just because I would like to do something different for the Steam streams anyways, so doing a city builder like this might be interesting. City resource management kind of thing. Heard of Turok, never played it. Never played 2 Point Hospital too, but I kind of wanted to get into it, especially since he added the Sonic stuff into it. Looks kind of interesting as well. Uncharted 4, I definitely play. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? You have all the Tomb Raider series. You have all of the Tomb Raider games, but you only have Uncharted 4? You fucking kidding me? As someone who's played all of the Uncharted games, this angers me quite immensely, actually. Because I've actually played all of the Uncharted series. I played 1, I played 2, I played 3 and 4. I can only speak about 4. I'm very sad now. The first two Tropico games are old and boring. I see. The rest are fun. Okay. 4th is your favorite? Okay. I have to see actually which one do I have. Let me look at this real quickly because I know I own one of them. Yeah, I do own Tropico 4. Okay, so I'll actually put that higher on the list for me then. Because I own Tropico 4 and I own Tropico 6. Okay. So yeah, I'll look into that, Pansy. I'll do Tropico 6 or not Tropico 4 sometime on stream. Still though, this angers me quite a lot. Undertale. See, now I technically haven't played it all myself, but I do know enough about it to know what it's like. So I'm gonna keep it in so I can still judge it. This is definitely a really top tier game though, and I wanted to go back and give it a proper actual playthrough on stream sometime. Uno. I never played Uno. I heard that it's on the Xbox, but I never played it. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I've definitely played Until Dawn. Never played Valiant Hearts though. Vampire the Masquerade. Heard about it. Haven't played it yet though. Same with Vampire. What is that? Oh, Visceral Cleanup Duty. I think I do remember playing this quite a while bit on stream. Or not on stream. I played this with Chris and the others before. I think during Halloween, or not Halloween, during Christmas. Because they actually had a Christmas event where you're cleaning up Santa's workshop. And you're cleaning up all the elf bits. It's very funny. Viva Pinata I played. Voodoo Vince. I never played that. I never even heard of that. Played Warframe for a bit though. War Game, haven't played that. Oh, Warhammer Vermintide. I haven't played that either. What is that? War something? I do not recognize that. I don't recognize that at all. If you recognize any of these games I'm throwing away, let me know. Because I definitely don't. I heard of the Wasteland series. Haven't played them though. I heard I think Wasteland 2 Director's Cut was actually pretty good. It's kind of like it's like a, I think it's kind of like a Fallout-ish kind of game, but more strategy RPG than the shooter that it's known for today. Watch Dogs 1 and 2. I did play 1. I never got to 2 yet, though. I have it on my Steam, though, and I'll probably get to it at some point, but I can at least say something about the first one. We Happy Few. Haven't played that either. Oh, that's all the way back there. Hold on. Let me put you back up here. I played Wii Fit. Played Wii Sports. You're not going to put Wii Play on here, though? Interesting. Okay. I understand why they wouldn't put Resort, but I at least appreciate that they put Wii Sports on here. Also, Wii Fit's a funny one too. Also, they put the Wii Fit and Wii Sports series on here, but they didn't put what was it? The Ring Fit Adventure. Interesting. Okay. Witcher. Witcher 3. Haven't played it, but I heard really, really good things about it. I heard like immensely good things about this game. I haven't played Wizard of Legend in its full, but I've heard about it. The Wolfenstein series also, haven't really gotten into it as well. World of Tanks, haven't played that either. I have played Worms though. I think I've also played the original too, but I know enough about Worms to know what this one is like anyways. Never played WoW myself. XCOM, never actually played it yet. I've wanted to though. This sounds like a really cool game. I like strategy RPG kind of stuff like that too, especially with. I also heard this thing is really hard, but I own it at least, so I can at least get into it at some point. Yakuza 0. I want to play Yakuza 0. I also forgot about Xenoblade. I never played Xenoblade. It seems like a game I would actually probably really enjoy the Xenoblade series. I just need to find a good place to start. I don't know if it's better to play, or I don't know if it's better to start off with the first game, or if it's just better to go directly to 2 and just start from there. Because, I don't know, the first one seems a little bit rough, at least the original one, but they did, like, remaster it, so, maybe someday I'll get back into it, but for now I kind of just know from a distance, and I know some of the characters as well, especially because of Smash. I did play Yooka-Laylee. Wii Sports definite S here, yeah. Since Undertale's anniversary is on a Wednesday this year, it'll make a perfect Steam stream. Oh yeah? Is that true? You'll have to let me know that date again, Pansy, because I'll probably start it then. I wouldn't mind doing a Steam stream of it as well, but I wouldn't mind doing a full. I was about to say yeah. It probably would be better to do a Steam stream of it because again I know about most of this game. I already know how to go through most of it and everything, so I could play the most of it on my own. And most of my reactions wouldn't be genuine because I know what goes on. But I still wouldn't mind doing it on stream at one point for a celebratory thing. Especially because I'm pretty sure everyone else would be playing it again too at that time, so yeah. Definitely let me know the date of when that Undertale is going to be. Because that'll be a special little Steam stream for that. Okay, so yeah, Yooka-Laylee. What are you? I'm really trying hard to read that. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't think I recognize that. Oh, here's the Zelda series. And then finishing off with 2 that are not Zelda. Okay. So what Zelda games did they include? They included Breath of the Wild, a Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, I think that's Twilight Princess? Yeah, and Wind Waker. Interesting picks. Okay, I played Breath of the Wild. I never really fully played Majora's Mask. I've seen a bit of gameplay of it, though. I played a bit of Ocarina of Time, so I can actually say that. I never played Twilight Princess, though. And I never played Wind Waker. Let's see, some of the other Zelda games I remember playing that they don't have on here, at least, is I played Skyward Sword, and I did play, what was that one called? I played the Hyrule Warriors series as well. Yeah, for the most part, I think Breath of the Wild was kind of my big gateway back into the series again. Because I never really played much of it until I got that game. So I heard a lot about Ocarina of Time as well, though. Oh yeah, so RIP Zelda fans, they don't even have freaking, what was it? They don't have Link to the Past, which I've heard is like immensely. It's an immensely great 2D Zelda. They only have the 3D Zeldas. Yeah, RIP the 2D Zelda fans. Jesus Christ. 15th of September is Wednesday. Okay, I'll have to mark that down then. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now before I forget, because I'm definitely gonna forget. So September 15th. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. What was that again? Hold on. I'm on my thing here. 15th. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. So many other things are happening that week. Event. Okay. Undertale. Anniversary. There we go. There we go. Yeah, what other things do I have going on today? Oh, it's the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month. That's why I have a thing for it. And then Chris's birthday is 2 days right after. Cool. So I'm gonna be a busy boy that week. Yeah, indeed. Apparently, at least. I had a few things on my calendar for that thing, at least. Okay. And then the final two games that we have on this list are... What is that? Zero Time? I haven't even heard of that one. And Zombie Estate. Haven't even heard of that either. Okay, so here's all the games that we can actually like make a tier list about. Which I think this is about the same amount of games that I did the last time. Well, I think I did like 35. Or no, I did 65. I think it was 65, yeah. It was 65 of the games that I did the last time. And here's my haven't played list. Yeah, about a third of the list, I would say. But maybe a fourth. Yeah, I think it's more of a fourth. Okay, let me count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Okay, so I got 80 in this one. So it's at least better than the last time. It's at least better than the last time. See, I think this is actually the full like 250 games then, because like, or like this is the rest of the 250 games, because I don't think that there was 250 games in that last one. So this is the whole list now. Okay, that's just there. Okay. Puyo Puyo Time. I just realized that Puyo Puyo's not on the list. Yeah, no, right? Yeah, they didn't have Puyo Puyo Fever or Puyo Puyo Tetris at all, which is interesting. They didn't even have Tetris. They didn't. Hold on, that's a fucking sin right there. They have Pac-Man on this list, but they don't have fucking Tetris, the best game ever known to man. This game is absolutely terrible. Which is worse. Yeah, again, exactly. This list is fucking this list is fucking rigged. Not rigged. What's the word I'm looking for? This list is scuffed. That's the word. This list is fucking scuffed. Okay, so now we're gonna move all the haven't playeds up a bit. So they're at the top of the list. There we go. Alright, and now we can get to the actual tier list, everyone. And I'm going to be doing this the same way that I did it the last time, where we will be doing from alphabetical order. The word you're looking for is blasphemous. Yeah, indeed. This list is fucking scuffed. I swear to God. I mean, they got some of the good games on here, honestly. But, like, they didn't get, like, some of the others, which I'm very, very surprised about. Alright. So now, let's get into the tier list proper, starting from the L games. Left 4 Dead 2. Okay. So, Left 4 Dead 2, I played this a lot with friends before. Especially back in, like, high school days. We played this game quite a lot. I love the zombie games. I love the shooty games as well. This one's especially a lot more fun to play, just because it's one you don't really have to take too seriously. Kind of like Dead Rising in its humor as well, but or at least like in the zombie like mow 'em down humor at least. I would say it's an A tier game. This is a really fun game, honestly. It's also especially fun once you add mods into it as well, because the mods just make them 10 times more hilarious. I think we when we went through this game again at some point, we played with a bunch of different mods, including like including one that made that replaced one of the zombies with Shrek, and then also I think another one with Yoshi. I think we also did Sonic for like the one running one. Oh, that's right. We made Hitler the Screamer too. that was really funny too. Dead Rising with lots of mods. Yeah, exactly. We need to do mod Left 4 Dead stream. That would be fun. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a Steam stream of that someday. That would be really cool. All right. Moving on. There you go, Harry Potter. Again, like I remember like playing a little bit of this game, but not really very much. I remember being basically kind of just like the other Lego games. Just with the Harry Potter thing. Here's the other thing too. I'm not even really big into the Harry Potter series. I just kind of played this I think once because my friends wanted to play with me one time and they needed like another player. So it was fun to play though with them. I'd say it's probably a B tier game. It's not my favorite Lego game, but I did enjoy what I did play, at least a little bit. There wasn't really anything really like wrong with it. It's just like I'm not very much into the Harry Potter stuff as much as a lot of other people are, as I'm well aware. Lego Star Wars is fun though. I love going through this whole thing. I especially this again because this is based on a series I actually really like a lot, so I got a lot more into this one rather than the Harry Potter one. And also because it's the complete collection, so it's a complete saga. It's all 6 episodes, definitely A tier. This game is really cool. They managed to put all 6 of them into one big thing, and just put all the unlockables in one place. It's really nice. It's very good for Star Wars fans, very good for Lego fans, and it's just a fun, family-friendly game. Honestly, it's really nice. I really enjoyed playing through all of it, and I think I did complete it once with my dad as well. It was a fun father-son bonding experience. S tier Lego Harry Potter? Oh, really? I'm surprised you don't like Harry Potter. Yeah. It's just something I never got into. It's a series I never really fully got into myself. Like, some of the movies are pretty cool and everything, but I just never got into it. Same with the Lord of the Rings series. It's something I would just have to kind of put time aside to watch all the movies again. And maybe I would get into them a little bit more like everyone else is. But it's just one of those things that I'm just not really there yet. So, yeah. Also, I have been called Harry Potter on many occasions by a few strangers and people at parties, so I'm very well aware of the series. I feel like a lot of people would associate me with Harry Potter anyways, but I really am not. Little Inferno. I played this game like a while ago. I think I also watched some friends play this game too. It's a very interesting little game. You basically just put things into a furnace and burn them. It's it's one of those like very weirdly satisfying games, but also it's like it kind of fuels everyone's inner pyrokinetic, or pyromaniac, I should say. It's not really a great game, I would say, but it is like oddly satisfying. So I'd probably put it in the same tier as this one. There's nothing really wrong with it, so I wouldn't even put it in the C tier. It's just like It's just an interesting little game. If you want to just burn things for a little while, and there is a little bit of story to it too, but if you just kind of want to put things into a furnace and burn them, it's the best game for that kind of thing. It's a shame. I really wanted to sort some of your characters into the Hogwarts houses. Yeah. See, I know about some of the houses and at least like how they would be sorted a little bit, because again, I've seen memes and everything about it, and I've had to take a test again myself during like high school and everything. So I already know I'm a Hufflepuff. I have the mask as well to prove it. Hold on, actually, let me grab it. I don't know if I ever showed this off at stream, but oh yeah, actually, I have a few things to show off on stream now that we're talking about Harry Potter. Give me 1 second. Alright. Here we go. I would say it fit better in Ravenclaw. Yeah, I like the color of Ravenclaw at least more, but I feel like most people say that I'm more of a Hufflepuff in terms of personality. So that's the kind of the house I was just sorted into by everyone. So I went to Universal Studios, I think last year? Yeah, last year with my family. And I got a few wands while I was out there. I forget which one this one was. Let me show off there. There we go. I forget whose wand this is exactly. I think I was told that based on like my zodiac sign and like house or whatever, that this was basically like my birth wand or whatever. So I just took it. I forget which one this is though. It's nice though. I like the feeling of it though. It's very like, and also this is one of those ones where I know this is actually one of the ones that's not interactable. So yeah, this was the non-interactable wand that I got because I wanted to get a little memento from the Hogwarts place in Universal Studios. Because by the way, the Hogwarts place in Universal was actually really cool. Like they just like remade the entire like what was it, Hawker's Alley I think it was called. They remade that whole place in the theme park, and it was really cool to see all the buildings like warped around and everything like in real life. Especially also with the dragon that breathed fire on the building. It was really cool. It's a really cool experience for me. I also got this wand here. I think this is the wand that I liked a lot personally. I forget whose this is again too, but this one's actually an interactable wand. You can see by the little like tip on the end right there, a little bit there. Yeah. So this one's actually interactable with all the stuff at the amusement park. So you can kind of do your little waving things near the things, or like tap them across on some things, and they'll make stuff in the Hawker's Alley kind of just like come to life and animate and everything. It was cute. But yeah, I got both of those. We got a couple other wands as well, but those are my family's wands. These two are mine though. And then let me put this on real quickly. I don't know how well this will muffle me, but we'll see. There we go. So yeah, this is my Ravenclaw mask. Or not Ravenclaw. This is my Ravenclaw mask. This is my Hufflepuff mask that I also got from Universal Studios when I went there as well. It's really cool. I actually kind of like the design on it and everything too, so I'm not too mad about it. Yeah, actually, let me get a little bit closer to the camera so you can see it better. So yeah, the Hufflepuff written right there, and the little house emblem right there as well. I like wearing this one a lot. I like wearing this one in my personal time. It's kind of nice. I like wearing this one more personally. For work, I have other masks, but for the most part, I don't even have to wear masks anymore because I'm vaccinated. But I still have them in case I ever need them again. There you go. Let me know how muffled I was, by the way. Because I know it does muffle your speech quite a lot, but I think that one at least has a little bit more breathing room than the others. Yeah, that's all my Harry Potter stuff. And I feel like I would definitely appreciate the stuff that was at Universal a lot more if I was actually into Harry Potter more. I just need to actually like watch the whole movie series again. I think the only ones I watched was Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and 2, and the Fantastic Beasts series as well. I haven't watched the rest of them though. Okay, I was still clear. Cool. But yeah, that's my experience with the Harry Potter series. At least I got to talk about that on stream because of Lego Harry Potter. League of Legends. I played this a while ago with actually, I don't think I played this with friends either. Like, I kind of just played this just to see what it was like. It's an interesting little MOBA. I think I wanted to try things like this out after trying out Heroes of the Storm to see what other ones I would have liked. And honestly, they all kind of blend together in terms for me. I heard LoL is pretty good though. Like, I probably wouldn't mind returning to this again just because of they have like a bunch of characters I think in this one that I might like. And I also think they this is the one that had the DJ not Diva. The one idol group, right? That they made people for. I'm pretty sure it was League of Legends that they made the pop star group for. KDA, that's what it was. They have a really good advertising campaign, honestly. Whoever is in charge of like coming up with the advertisements for their marketing and stuff, they're like they deserve a promotion, or at least a higher grade pay. I would say probably B though, just from what I remember. It's a good game, but I'm just not too much into the MOBA genre too much now to really be too much into it. Again, I can't really think of anything that's like really bad with it. It's just a genre that I don't really enjoy too much. We need to do a movie night with the series. Yeah, I would love to do that, honestly. Yeah, that'd be a cool little idea. Same with that and the Lord of the Rings series, because I've also wanted to get into the Lord of the Rings series as well. It's just those might take a few days, because I've heard that the Lord of the Rings series of movies take way too long to get through. So that's fun. All right, Mad Max. I played this a while ago. I think a little bit around the time that it came out. Didn't really get much more past it into it though. It's a cool looking game though. You drive around in a post-apocalyptic desert-like wasteland, and you try to take over like little bandit camps or whatever. Get around the area, decorate your car. It's pretty nice. It's an open world action game, so it has some like Batman-esque kind of combat. And yeah, I remember it was pretty fun though. I would probably say it's an A tier. I just need to get back into it because I haven't played it in like so long. But I wouldn't mind actually like properly like going through and playing it to its completion. I think that's the most I'll say on that series. Okay. Super Mario. Okay. Again, these should technically be in the S category. But I understand they wanted to put all the Mario games together, so I'll treat them all as Mario games as well. Just forget that there's an S in front of like every one of these games. So Super Mario 64. I played this a little bit in my youth. A little bit recently as well with the 3D collection to kind of reaffirm myself with the series. I've seen a lot of people play it. I've seen speedruns of it. I'm pretty well acquainted with this game to know what it's like. It's a really good platformer. It's just a really good platformer. It's a classic, honestly. I can't really imagine, at least with the how the controls were, I can't imagine playing it on N64 anymore. I'd rather just play it on my Switch with the 3D Master Collection. But it's really cool. I remember having some pretty fond memories of this as a kid as well, so definitely A-tier game for me. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I like this game too. Not really, I don't think superb, but I do think it's definitely like at least really good. I do think it's at least good. I'm just trying to remember like things that I remember about it, because like it's really just a bunch of little Olympic style like mini games that you play as the Mario and Sonic characters, which is all already charming and everything good in its own right. But and I think it has like a little bit of a plot, but there's not really much else past that. It's mostly just Mario and Sonic characters doing Olympic mini games, which is fun. But I wouldn't say it's among the same lines of these games. I'd say it's at least a good time though. So I'll put in the to the B tier. All right. New Super Mario Brothers. This is the one for the DS also, by the way. And this is not the Wii one, and this is not 2. And this also isn't the one for the Wii U, which they also remade again, too. The original one wasn't too bad. I remember liking this a lot back in the day, because this is the one that introduced the big mushroom, where you go into giant Mario form. And that was like the one of the main gimmicks about it. But it was basically just like they just remade Super Mario Brothers, add some more new levels, and we're just like, here you go, have a new 2D/3D Mario game, and like, okay, it's cool. It was fun. I really like going through it personally. I'd say it's actually A tier for me. I really like going through it. I think I enjoyed 2 a little bit more than it, at least with like some of the other stuff that they added with 2 as well. I really liked Wii as well too, because that one's like really fun to play with like others as well. It's both fun and not fun to play with friends, because like they always get in the way. But then again, that's also the fun of it, is just getting in front of your friends while they're trying to do shit, and just making them fall to their deaths. It's a really great time. At least the Wii one is especially a really great time on the Wii. Oh, the original one is really good too, though. Super Mario Galaxy, S tier. All right, moving on. I really enjoy Galaxy though, honestly. Galaxy's really good. It's actually one of my favorite 3D Marios, I would say. Even compared to Odyssey, I think this is like a little bit better than Odyssey. Odyssey has a lot more to do, and a lot more like things to do gameplay wise, but this is a lot more enjoyable, especially from a standpoint of like the style of it, and just like the different moons. I mean, this one has a lot of replayability as well too, because you had to get like 120 moons like 2 different times. So it's really nice. I really like this game a lot. This actually might be my S tier pick, honestly, out of all these games. Galaxy better get an S. We'll see, Pansy. We'll see. I want to give all of them a decent chance before I decide to put Mario into the S tier. Okay, so Mario Kart 8. I really like playing Mario Kart 8. It's a lot of fun. The only thing, actually, the game is really fun, but there's a lot of things it's missing. So it's a B overall. It brings it down to a B just because there's so many cool things in this game. Like they added like a bunch of cool new characters and everything, and like it looks really beautiful. It looks really fun and everything. They removed a lot of modes, and basically just have not put them back that were in like the other games that would have been really good for this game. And it's only because those things are like it's not like a full Mario Kart experience for me, basically. Like, it's a good Mario Kart experience, but it's not a full one in terms of like how I think everything should be. Also, it doesn't really have too many tracks. It does have a good amount, but I feel like it could do with having a few more, or at least bring back some of the other ones as well. So it's very much of a B territory for me. Like, it would be better had it had just a lot more to it, but it's still very enjoyable regardless. Super Mario Odyssey is really fun. You all should definitely play it, especially if you like 3D platformers. It's a really fun game. I collected all the moons in it. Probably within like a week of playing it, I got all the moons for it. And they also added a lot more content afterwards too, for like, you know, the balloon world and some of the other DLC costumes that you can dress up in as well. It's really fun. I enjoyed actually trying to find every single moon in that game. Some of them I think some of them I had to look up, but like not very many. Only the ones I got like really frustrated with. For the most part, the one hint system was really good about tracking like where the moons were, so you knew how to get to them. The game is it's like very helpful. Like they have a lot of things that they put in for like the nuance of it. Like they have the bird to kind of help you mark, and the toads also, I think, like with the amiibo and stuff too, to kind of help mark down which moons you're missing and the areas. And yeah, it's just finding all the moons and going through the game base even is just really fun. It's a really enjoyable experience. Also, they put in the Mario 64 castle, so you know you gotta love it. If you've put in this in there, you gotta put this in here, right? They kind of just go together. How many moons are there? I think that there actually is like a total of like 999, but in terms of like moons that you could find out in the world, probably like 500 to 600, I would say. Because most of the rest of the moons you have to buy out from the shops, but you can get to a total of 999. Oh yeah, also the moon levels are really cool too, because they just add more and more to the game. But the game goes, it just keeps giving you more and more content the more and more you play it. It's just really cool. It has a really cool progression system in it. This may take a while for me. If you're looking to collect all the moons, I think you only need like 120 or so to actually beat the game. But if you want to go back and go through the rest of them, there's probably at least 500 or 600, I think, hidden around all the levels. But yeah, it's a very nice game. Super Mario Party. This game is fun, but it also is a little trashy. I'm really excited for the new game because it seems like that they're kind of doing a lot more better with things with it. I'd say Super Mario Party is overall kind of an average experience. Like, it's a fun Mario Party game, but they could do with some better minigames. Some of the minigames here are really cool, but some of I've experienced this with Dad and some of my friends a few times as well, and there are some times when you play the game that it's a little boring to go through. Like, at least with the board aspect too. Like, the board aspect isn't even really too much fun. It's only fun if you like accidentally land on a space that might detriment you a bit. But yeah, for the most part, it's kind of an average thingy for me, like, overall. Yeah, there's some parts that I feel like would make this a little bit better, had they added them more in. But at this point, they kind of just are abandoning most of Mario, with the things that they do for Mario Party, and they're just putting it all into the new game that's coming out. So, and that reason, I don't blame them. They had Challenge Road was kind of cool in this game. So is the other stuff in there. I think that all the stuff that was in this game at least deserves a B rank, but no more past that. It was an enjoyable experience. It's just I really wish that there was more. I wish that they did more with it. Which they are doing more with the next one, so there you go. I thought about getting Mario Party, but I decided against it and I got Odyssey instead. Okay. Honestly, I think that's much more worth it. I would say getting Odyssey over Mario Party is definitely a lot better of a gamble. I think you would enjoy it a lot more, Pansy. Mario Party is definitely fun to play with friends, but it's only fun to play with friends. And because they're doing the online play with the new one, you may as well just wait to get the next one. You may as well just skip over this one if you want to play a Mario Party online with friends. Minecraft. All right, I'm just gonna put that in there. All right, done. Minecraft is fun, but also not fun. It's an average game for me, honestly, because there's parts about this game I really like a lot. But there's a lot of very boring parts of this game. It gets very boring after a while, even if you are playing with friends, because you can divvy up tasks to do again with each other. But a lot of it's farming, a lot of it's searching for materials, so you can make the things that you want. I say it's more fun if you're just doing creative stuff, honestly. Some of the survival stuff is fun. Or, if anything, too, some of the survival stuff I feel like is fine to do if you have a creative assist with it. Like, if you know that something's going to take you, like, ages to get in the game, you might as well just spawn a bunch of it into your hand and be like, oh, look at that. Now I can build my entire house. I feel like that's the way that I would want to play it if I ever got back into it. I'd like to do just a server where it's creative assisted, so people can go into creative mode at any time to just pick up whatever resources they need, but the rest of the game is actually like played in survival mode. So that way that there's still a little bit of fun to be had in the game. It's just a little bit easier to get all the materials, because that's the only thing that doesn't make the game fun for me, is having to go out and grind and get materials so often. Like, you have to do it so often, and I kind of hate it. That's the main reason why I don't like playing the game a lot, because it's just, that stuff gets to me a lot. I like the building the house stuff, and I also like doing some of the battles with some of the enemies and stuff too, but it just gets sluggish after a while. So it's a very average game for me, honestly. Moving on. Monster Hunter World. I like Monster Hunter World a lot. I think, at least in terms of like how it seems to be going so far, I do like Monster Hunter Rise just a little bit more than World. But World did a lot of cool things as well. I'd say this is definitely an A-tier game. I really like playing this. If I wasn't playing so much more of Rise now, I probably wouldn't mind going back through this game again and just playing a lot more of the some of the other classes, because I was like Gabogon for the longest time, and then I decided to switch it up a little bit to do like knives and I think some other ones as well. I think even the Kinsect I fucked around with a little bit as well. Now with Rise, I'm doing purely knives for the most part right now, until I can get to a point that I can get really good materials with the knives to make everything else up to the level that I would like to make them, and I'll start messing around with some of the other weapons. But for now, I'm just doing knives only for Rise. It's still a fun game though. World was a fun experience, even just the campaign itself. I mean, the campaign's like meh. Campaign is very meh. Like, you go through it and you're just like, yeah, okay, I get it. You face tougher and tougher monsters. Like, the game opens up a lot more once you beat the story. And I feel like that's how Rise is going to get too. I feel like everything's going to open up and you're going to be able to do a lot more cooler things once you beat the game. I just have to get there. I beat World, I just haven't beat Rise yet. F tier. Wow. I see, Pansy. Are you speaking upon Monster Hunter, or are you speaking upon Minecraft? Also, goddamn, my jaw's getting tired from talking a lot. Also need more water. Hold on. Water break. Saying a little bit of water break. Both. Oh, why you not like Monster Hunter? Tell me your story there, Pansy. I'm curious. Has someone tried to get you into it? Alright, moving on though. Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat is a game that you fight dudes in, and they, you can rip their heads off, and they kind of, there's a lot of gore, and there's a lot of, going through dimensions, and people fighting in other worlds and such, and it's weird. It's fun, though. I've played Mortal Kombat. I played the newer ones a little bit more, but I remember playing the original as well. If I remember, the original is not that good, at least compared to the ones nowadays. C tier? I would probably say that, yeah, because there's good stuff in this game, but there's also like, I feel like it's so dated now that you would rather just play the newer games than play the original. The original still has its charm to it and everything, but I think that you'd rather just would play the newer ones now. I used to watch one of my exes play it, so now whenever I see that game, I think of him. Ah, I see. So you're biased. I get it. I get it. I get that though. I get not liking a game because you watch someone that you now hate play it a lot. Cause like that's kind of, I try not to get into that mindset a lot because I have fallen out with a few friends as well that used to like a lot of games. Like at least on the last list, I had a friend who played a lot of Destiny and a lot of Assassin's Creed. Constantly, and they would rate those games really highly, but I just gave it my honest opinion on based on how I thought of them myself. So I get it though. I get why you would think that. I'm just saying I don't think that way. My Sims S tier. Moving on. Naughty Bear. Okay, but I actually really like My Sims though. I really like it. It's a very me game because you just, all you do in the game is you go look for materials, you use them to craft a bunch of stuff in a 3D space for a bunch of people, and you just yeah, the whole game is just creating new shit in a like a little 3D space, and you just give them to people, and they're like, oh wow, this is so amazing, and then they give you stuff for it, and then you just keep going until you have everything that you want for everyone. I got very attached to this game after a long time, especially the OG one. I like almost completed this game, I would say. It's just very hard to complete it because I had to look up like a list of like blueprints that you get from every person, and some of them were really hard to get. Some of them you had to like have specific specs on your town to have the people even show up in the hotel. And you only had like a limited amount of space to do to put everyone in the game, so you couldn't even like technically complete it. So it's like, eh. It's still a very fun game regardless, though. I really loved it. It's something that really unleash your creative energy on, especially because you can do stuff for your own house. So I made a lot of my own stuff as well. I spent a lot of time doing that and just collecting material. I looked up materials on like what things look really cool with what colors, and just grinding out for those. I would say the only bad part about this game is the grinding for essences, because some of them you had no idea where they were. You had to kind of look up a guide for them, and some of them had such a low chance of spawning that they just did not come up, no matter how much you were in that area, and it was a little annoying. Regardless, this whole game is very fun though. I enjoyed it quite immensely. I usually don't. I mean, mainly if I have already liked the game as well, I only get that way if I ever heard of the game before. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get you, yeah. Like, if you have experience with the game, then yeah, you know how to differentiate watching someone play it that you hated and then liking it yourself. But if you're just looking at it from an outside's perspective like that, then yeah, I could definitely get it. That's kind of how I base some of my opinions on some of these games too. Is just like at least like with some of the other ones, like where I'm like, I might not get into some of these games up here or something because I saw some friend play and it didn't look really too interesting to me, or I just haven't heard that many good things about it myself, so never really bother with it. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Naughty Bear. This is a very interesting game. This is like, it's like one of those really weird games because it's like you play as this bear that's or it's like it comes across as like a kiddish kind of game, but it's actually a lot more sinister and crude than it turns off to be. Because your whole thing is that you're the naughty bear of the group, so of these really happy-go-lucky bears. You have like a vendetta against a lot of the other bears, so you go through, plot a way to kind of kill them, and then you just have to, and you go through like a mission of just like assassinating them basically. It's a really interesting game. I saw Chris play this a while ago too, and I played a bit myself as well. It's basically like if you made Assassin's Creed but only made it objective based, and it was filled with a bunch of cute little teddy bears. And instead of blood, there is a lot of stuffing taken out of them as well. There's actually a good amount of strategy to this game as well too, because like you have to set up traps to like stop other bears from getting away, or you have to kind of like distract them while you're murdering one of the other bears, or like drive them away from a scene before they can see the body. It's actually kind of complex. It's kind of interesting. All that said, though, I would say it's probably a B tier. It's a good game, but it's not like amazing like all these other games up here are. It's not like all really really fun, but it's actually has a lot going for its premise. Like, I would say at least give it a try if you're interested in that kind of game, and like the stealth action espionage slash just trying to murder things kind of game. But if not, you can just completely skip it. It's fine. It's a very interesting game. Nier Automata, S tier for sure. Moving along. All right, I'm gonna stop making that joke because it's getting old. I love Nier Automata though. I really like playing this game. I was really glad to get back into it while it was really popular back in the day, and I heard a lot of cool things about it because it's just like a game that really appeals to me. It has a lot of it's an action hack and slash with an open world, and you play as androids that are trying to basically reform the Earth that's now run by robots, so that it can be inhabited by humans again. And yeah, it's got like a lot of multiple endings in it, and it's got a lot of android-based stuff that you can like do with your chipsets to make your character more powerful in certain areas. You have a lot of different weapons that you can choose from. You can play as multiple characters throughout the whole game after you beat it the first time, and it just has a really cool setting and a really cool story behind it as well. Like, the story behind this game was actually like pretty emotional as well too. I cried a few times during it myself, and it's just really cool. It's also got its funny moments too. It's just a really nice game. It's got some Dark Souls elements to it too, because it's got like, if you die, you have to go pick up your chips from your body, otherwise you'll lose them. And then you can also pick up the chips from other people's bodies that were left behind, and stuff like that. It's also, technically, it's like half a hack and slash, half a bullet hell, because of how all of the things kind of work together. So it's a very cool game though. I really, really like it, and I would recommend it to anyone who likes action games, bullet hells, or hack and slashes. And that is all I will say on it, because there's a lot of There's a lot of stuff in this game where, like, if you don't know about it and people spoil it for you, it's not very fun. So it does get sad though, and it does get very philosophical and deep sometimes though. So be warned of that. N plus, I had to really dig deep into my mind for this one because I remember playing this back in the days when it was like a browser game. And it was like a little ninja thing, and then I think they released it again for a PlayStation at some point. It's like a ninja game where you go, where you can like hop across walls as like a little stickman ninja, and avoid traps, kill enemies. I remember it being pretty fun. I don't remember it being really, really good like these other games, but I do remember it being fun. So I think I'll put it at B tier. The most I can remember about it, yeah, is just that you're like a stickman ninja, and you're just trying to get. It's like a little bit of a platformer and a little bit more of an action game, because you're trying to avoid the traps and get through the areas as quick as you can, while also killing everything with your ninja little powers. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for that game at least. I'll just realize too with this one. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Overlord. Overlord is a game where you are an overlord, or a very, really, like, powerful bad guy, and you boss around a bunch of your minions to help kind of do your bidding for you, while also going through levels and just kind of just wreaking havoc everywhere you go. It's one of those games where you get to play as a villain and his army of, like, goblins. It's just a really cool idea, honestly. I wish more games did things like this, where you just played as evil characters and you were just perfectly cool with it. Because I really like the concept of playing as the villain. I remember this being fun. I don't remember this being too good, but I remember it being fun. It's a little bit like Pikmin in a way, because you kind of just like you get a bunch of little minions to kind of do your bidding for you. You can have them like go get treasures for you or attack a certain enemy for you that you want to fight. I think you have like your own actions you can do too, but for the most part, you kind of just divvy up the workload with your army of minions. So it's like a little bit of strategy and a little bit of action. RTS kind of thing. It's pretty cool though. I remember enjoying it. Pac-Man. Nah, this is trash. I like Pac-Man. Pac-Man's a really fun game. Yeah, it's an A tier. It's just a really fun game. Like, this is a classic arcade game. I regularly, if I go to an arcade, I'll definitely like to pick this game up again, because it's just really fun to go through. I like seeing how far I can get each time. I know a little bit about all the enemies' movements, so I can kind of get around some of their things more. I never was really too good at it. They also, in terms of like the whole franchise, they've definitely like done a lot more things with Pac-Man over the years. Like they've added a lot more gimmicks to his stuff, where you can chomp multiple enemies in a row now. Sometimes you can go faster depending on how many things you collect too. They definitely made it a lot more fast-paced and a lot more like flashier. But the original Pac-Man, which is the one that we're judging here, is still really good. It's a really good arcade game. Definitely highly recommend anyone who hasn't played it yet to play it, even though I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother has played Pac-Man. Although I like Miss Pac-Man just a little bit more because of the aesthetic. But regular Pac-Man is also really good. Play Pac-Man 99 and stream? Oh, that's a good idea. I wouldn't mind doing that again. That could be a Steam stream maybe, or not a Steam stream. That could be a casual Friday thingy I'd do at some point. I wouldn't mind doing both that and Tetris 99. I might just group them into the same series, because like there's not too much to do after you do like the first hour of it anyways, so maybe we'll do that for a casual Friday someday. A Pac-Man 99 / Tetris 99 stream. That'll be fun. Payday 2. Payday 2 is fun. It's a game where you play as a bunch of bank robbers, and you try to, or not even really bank robbers too much sometimes, but they mostly kind of start off as bank robbers. You play a group of criminals that try to basically break into places, steal all their stuff, and then get away without either without the cops noticing or with resulting in the least amount of casualties as possible. So you're just getting in there, getting out, getting your payday. And then, yeah, it's a really nice crime game, though. I actually do enjoy playing this with friends a couple of times. It's one of those games that you basically kind of have to play with friends or randos to kind of get the experience of it. It's better to play with friends than it is with randos, honestly, because you're a lot more coordinated. Actually, this goes for all team-based games. Like, this is a team-based game. Any team-based game is always better to play with friends rather than randos because you can communicate better with them than you can with random people online. So, if you have a group of friends, especially like 3 other friends that like to play these kind of games, definitely give it a try. But yeah, it's a first-person action shooter where you're just going through robbing banks. And yeah, you get to get a bunch of masks. You can play different missions. They can get harder and harder depending on how much you want to do in them. Some of them have 7 objectives that you have to do. It's a pretty cool experience. Probably a B tier, in terms of overall enjoyability, because it's a good game. I definitely like playing it a lot. But it's not a game that I like to play a lot like these ones. But I do enjoy playing it every now and then with friends. It's kind of like, yeah, in the same boat as Mario Party, where it's like you play it once in a while with your friends and it's a good time overall. But if you want one that's like really good and sticks with you for as a good single player experience, most of these will definitely fit that bill quite well, I must say. Except for Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 kind of just is the outlier of that logic, because it's just really, really fun. Like, I do think that Left 4 Dead 2 is more enjoyable than Payday 2 in terms of overall fun and enjoyability. Like, you could play Left 4 Dead 2 on your own with AI and it still is fun. And Super Mario 35. Oh wait. Yeah, that game is now discontinued. It did not last very long, let me tell you. Although it really should have just been a permanent game. I mean, I get they just wanted to make it a special little thing that went on during Mario's 35th anniversary, and that's fine and dandy. But like, after seeing how popular the game got, I feel like they should have just made it a standalone title, or at least maybe just made an expansion to it, where it's not based on the number 35 anymore. Maybe they can actually make Super Mario 99. I don't know how well that would work, because that would be that might be a little bit too much stuff going on the screen at once. Then again, you never really had to really pay attention too much to other people's screens. You're mostly just paying attention to yours. But yeah. Rest in peace for Mario 35, everyone. Persona 5. This is a trash game. No one play this. I like this game a lot. I like Persona 5 a lot. It's really good, especially if you're not. I've heard from a lot of people too, especially online with like content creators and such, that even if you aren't into JRPGs like this, you'll still like Persona 5. Like, it's a really good game. You basically the whole gameplay kind of goes between 2 sections: your high school life and then your Persona life. Where in high school you're managing your time with your friends, you're trying to get the most out of everything with your character. You're basically doing character building stuff when you're in the real world, and then when you go into the Persona world, then you actually start doing stuff for like it turns more into a it turns more into a RPG, where you're basically using the stuff that you built on your character to go through palaces and fight a bunch of demons, collect demons to mix them together, make better demons, use all their cool little abilities and everything within conjunction with each other. And just making the world a better place. And who doesn't like that, right? Who doesn't like bringing down scum criminals by changing their hearts? Agreed, F tier. But yeah, it's a really good game though. It just takes a long time. So you gotta, if you want to get into this game, you would definitely have to put aside a lot of time, or at least like make it like a daily thing. Not even a daily thing. Just put a good amount of hours every so often into this game, and I think you'll enjoy it that way. That's kind of how I'm doing it too. I'm just kind of playing it semi-regularly. I have other games going on in the background, but I check back into this every now and then to get a little bit more progress done toward it. Because if I remember, this game easily has at least like 100 hours worth of gameplay time just from the story alone. So yeah, very, very lengthy, as most JRPGs are. Still, I really like the aesthetic though. I like how it balances the high school life with the Persona stuff. It's actually really nice. It's a game that you basically you don't have to take too seriously. You can kind of just go along it at your own pace, and the game kind of rewards that behavior too. The game is perfectly fine with you taking your time to make your own decisions as much as you want. Plague Inc. Yeah, this is a fun little game. This is basically a COVID simulator, where you get to basically be the pandemic. You get to be the thing that kills off the entire human race. Starting off from a small little thing that no one really cares about, and then mutating yourself into a deadly force to be reckoned with until everyone is finally dead. It's a very strategy-based kind of game, and you can go many different routes because you can always start in a different place, and the things you can do, the trees that you can build along with your virus can determine either how quickly it spreads or how deadly it becomes as soon as possible. So it's interesting though. I would definitely give it a try for the first time if you haven't. But it's not a game that you have to put way too much time into. There's not really too much replayability value in it. You can do a couple of routes in it if you really want to. They have other game modes also if you really want to go that route, but I don't think this is a game you need to put too much into to know what it's all about. B tier for me. I think it's kind of just along the same lines of all these games in terms of enjoyability. Definitely not as good as my A tiers though. But at least more enjoyable than my C tiers. Always fun to name the disease after your friends. Yes, indeed. You've been inflicted with the Cory. Or better yet, just name it after meme things like, you are now inflicted with the gay. About 1,000 people in the world have now been killed by the gay. That's always the fun part about it too. It's just naming your disease something very funny. Sometimes even name it after a fandom thingy. That'd be funny too. Alright. PvZ. Plants vs. Zombies is a fun game. It's not the best game, but it's fun for what it is. I would say actually in terms of everything here, just get PvZ is ultimately a free-to-play, and it's a phone game, from what I remember. It's very average in its gameplay. It's not too terribly exciting, but it's kind of good. I played it a little bit before, and I also played PvZ 2 quite a little bit on my phone as well and then eventually stopped it because I got a little bored of it. But it's not that bad. I would say in terms of the Plants vs. Zombies games franchise, I definitely enjoyed Garden Warfare Excuse me. I enjoyed the Garden Warfare series a little bit more than I did the base games. Because I just like the shooter aspect to it, and the Garden Warfare games have a lot of charm to it. That I just kind of rate them higher. Like I would actually probably think of them as an A tier on these lists. But base PvZ, it's very meh for me. Same with like Angry Birds and like the other popular mobile games that are usually on here. It's very C tier for me. The gay has limited all life on Earth. Yes, all shall be inflicted with the gay. Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red is again, like I said, I've like played a little bit of this way back in the day. Or not way back in the day. I don't remember playing this like around the time it came out. The earliest Pokemon game I remember playing was Emerald, and I was on my Game Boy Advance. For Pokemon Red, I think I played it like because I wanted to check out what the Red was like, and also I have a little bit of experience with Red from Let's Go. I'm not gonna say that this is how I would. I'm not gonna say like this is like Let's Go basically. Like I'm judging this as a Let's Go game, but at least like in terms of like the story and how it kind of progresses in the Pokemon that you find, I think it's very decent. I think there's Pokemon games that are better than Pokemon Red, personally, but I think Red's a good playthrough regardless, even if you want, especially if you're just getting into the Pokemon series. You can start with Red and everything will just get better from there, honestly. In terms of the Pokemon series, my favorite games are probably my favorite game is probably Black or Black 2. Just because I have a lot of nostalgia of playing that on my DS, and I like the I also like the city is based on. It's based off America too, so it's a little bit more connected to me, I would say. And then I do like some of the other ones though too. I like the way that some of the models in Sword and Shield and stuff look, but I would say Black and White was like when Pokemon was like kind of at its peak, just because I really like the pixel art as well for the game. I like the 2D art style a lot more for the games, and I understand why they're going with 3D because like they ultimately do look nicer on some of the new consoles, but I would not mind seeing them go back to 2D Pokemon at some point in the future, because I would love to see like a fully 2D Pokemon game like animated with like the 2D stuff as the per usual. I think it would look kind of neat. They could make it like a spin-off game or something, but I would like to see it return to like a 2D plane like that. I'm also excited for the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I like to play those games because I heard Diamond and Pearl is really, really good among like all Pokemon fans. And if it's anything like Black and White, but with like better Pokemon and areas to go through, I'll probably enjoy it a lot as well. Sapphire's the best game, no doubt. Oh, I see. I played a bit of what was it? I played a bit of Omega Ruby on the DS before too. It wasn't too bad. I probably would have liked Sapphire more too though. I also didn't play it in its entirety as well. Same with Pokemon Sun and Moon as well. I never played that into entirety as well. I did play X and Y, or no, I played Y to its entirety though. And that's when it made its first like big 3D jump. That one wasn't too bad. I kind of like the Kalos region. Again, I just like the feel of 2D Pokemon a little bit better, personally. But the 3D ones aren't too bad either. It's funny. I'm like the opposite with Pokemon than I am with Sonic. Whereas like I like the 3D Sonic games, but not the 2Ds. And then I like the 2D Pokemon games, but not the 3Ds. Pearl's pretty fun as well. Yeah. Again, I'm excited for the remakes because I'll be able to experience them again like that. I feel like there'll be a more fun experience as a remake rather than the original. Even though I'm pretty sure the original is really, really good as well. I would love to do like an emulator based on like Black and White at some point. Or not emulator. What's it called? Randomizer, that's the word I was looking for. I'd like to do a randomizer on Black and White at some point in the future as well. Someday, maybe for a Thursday stream. All right, Portal series. The first Portal game is amazing. It's very witty, and it's also kind of just like actually kind of genius with its gameplay because it's a physics-based puzzle game. Physics-based action first-person puzzle. It's the best way I'll describe it. And you just have fun with portals. You solve all the puzzles that you come across in the game with portals, and you get haggled by a robot the whole time. So what's not to enjoy with that, right? Let me sit up more. There we go. Yeah, GLaDOS makes that game really funny as well. So I'd say that it's a very enjoyable experience also too, just by itself. Portal 2 is basically everything Portal 1 was, but better. And you can play with friends. So it's basically this I wouldn't say trilogy because there's not 3 of them. This series over here is really nice though. It's a really fun experience, and I really enjoyed playing through them myself way back. I think it was like around high school that I actually like played these games in full. I think especially because I think it was around the time Portal 2 came out that I actually went back to play Portal 1 so I could see everything that went on in 2. And it's really cool. I definitely recommend these to anyone. Prototype. I had to again dig into my mind for this one because I played this back in like teen to high school years, and I remember liking this because it's like Infamous, but instead of having the conduit powers, you have bio powers. So you basically can like consume people's flesh to kind of regenerate health and everything, and you can kind of morph your body into like different weapons that you can also dig into people as well. He's basically kind of like my shapeshifter classes in my world. He's basically like a shapeshifter. It's a pretty cool and enjoyable though. I remember like liking the game, but like not loving it. So I'd probably say it's a B tier. Yeah, along the same lines of all these, but better than this. I probably would like it more have I played the whole series. I would like to go back and play Prototype again, along with Prototype 2. It's just, there's so many other things on my list that I would rather get through first before I get back into something like this, because this is a very old game now. This is like a PS3 era game. So yeah. And now, PUBG. PUBG's fun. It's one of the battle royales I remember playing like a little bit of, but not doing too much of. The main battle royales I play now is either Warzone or Apex. Never played Fortnite. I never played what was the other one? I think there was another one, right? I don't remember. I think those are like the main ones at least though. PUBG is interesting though. It takes its, I wouldn't say it takes itself more seriously because it still has humor in it, but it's a more serious battle royale. Like it's more military based and a little bit more realistic, I would say maybe. Because you have to go out and find you still have to go out and find like all the stuff around the area and build up armor and stuff. But it's more military and it's more realistic. It's only because of the genre too that I don't really enjoy it as much as the other ones. I actually like when the games kind of have a little bit more of a fantastic genre to them, or a fantasy genre to them. I don't really like realistic war shooty games too much. I bet you when Chris goes through this again too, it is going to be his shooty game. So I'll say B tier though. I still like it. It's not that bad of a game. I think it takes up a lot of space on my computer. That's why I don't really play it much anymore. And also because I would rather just play Apex compared to it. I think this is better to play on your own still, but you can still do team-based stuff in there too. Same with Warzone. Again, I kind of like Warzone a little bit too. Warzone and Battlegrounds are kind of in the same list, or in the same vein for me, because again, they're realistic, shooty battle royale games, and I just like the theme and stuff that goes on in Apex a lot more than I do these games. Like, if I wanted to play a single-player Battle Royale, then I would play either PUBG or Warzone. But I usually like playing Battle Royales with friends, so since I'm playing them with friends anyways, I may as well just play Apex. That's kind of just my main take on that. PUBG deserves F tier as well. It's not that bad of a game, honestly. It's just, I have games I'd rather play more than it. Six Siege, oh god. I enjoy Six Siege. It just, my main gripe with this game is that it just takes way too long some of the times. I'll put this in the same vein as PUBG. Yeah, why not? Six Siege is a really cool game. I like playing as most of the little heroes in it and everything. It has a really cool gameplay to it because it's all team-based combat shooters, where one team's defending an area and another is trying to raid in and kill everyone else. And you switch between the two classes quite often. My only problem with the game is that it just takes way too long to do matches. Because, like, I think you go to, like, best of 7 or something, and it usually takes, like, 40 minutes to do each match. Like, everyone dies very quickly, but because it's, like, more realistic based, you know? But it's, it just takes so long to go through the matches. I do enjoy it, though. But it's a game that I don't really like to play more than, like, for more than 2 hours at a time. Or, like, not even that much often. I basically only play this with friends if they want to play it. It's, again, like, that's why it's, like, in the same vein as this. It's, like, it's fun to play, but I only play it with friends. Otherwise, I just play all of these games. Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends is fun. I played this with Chris a while back, and we never really, I don't think we really finished the game, but we did get through a good amount of it. The game's fun. The game's fun as hell. I like platformers like this too, so it was really nice to go through it. Rayman Raging Rabbids is like a B to me, because from what I remember of it, you're just kind of like playing as the Rabbids instead, and you like, I remember bits of gameplay in my head, and I just remember just like liking the game, but not like loving it like these other ones here again too. I'm really trying to remember it. Like, it's been so long since I played the Rayman games that I hardly remember what they're like. I at least know that the Legends was just more of a platformer where you just collect bugs, and you kind of had to get through. You either had to get through levels fast, or you had to go through sections with a precision, kind of like Sonic, but on a slower pace. And the bugs actually count for something, whereas the rings in Sonic don't. And you can play as a good amount of characters as well. All the characters do something different, I think, too. Raving Rabbids is I think I remember. I don't think you're playing as the main guy in this one. I think you were just playing as the Rabbids, and your whole thing was just trying to cause as much chaos as possible throughout the whole level. I think it's like more of like a 3D Rayman, where you're just collecting a bunch of other Rabbids, and then you're just trying to cause as much mayhem through the level as possible. At least that's what I remember of it. I just remember liking this game, but I didn't love it. So that's kind of why I'm putting them in their places as they are. Red Dead. Red Dead's a fun game. I would easily say this is an A-tier game. Very good if you like westerns. Very good if you like 3D open world shooters. And it just has a really cool story to it too. Like, the story of John Marston is really cool. It's a really cool story. The gameplay is pretty simple too, because you have auto aim. So even if you're not that good at shooters, you can still play this game pretty well. Yeah, you get to ride around on a horse. You get to do all your little westerny cowboy stuff. It's just a good time overall. Red Dead 2 would probably also be in the same vein had I played it. but I did not. So that is why it is not here. And I know that Red Dead 2 is probably really good too. I don't know about Red Dead Online. Red Dead Online, I don't know, might be like a B tier, honestly, because I don't remember. I don't know if people enjoyed that as much. I heard some people didn't really like it too much. But I heard people really like the story of 2 a lot, so that might be worth, that might be one of the games that might be worth going through at some point. Also, because I screwed up the placement here, we're going to do Resident Evil 1 first. Resident Evil 1 was really fun. I actually really enjoyed this game. I going into Resident Evil way back in the day, I did not know what I was going into, because I only heard about the series from people. I knew it was a game where you just went around a mansion and you had to survive against zombies. But I wasn't expecting it to be so like in-depth of a puzzle like kind of game as it was, and it was actually really cool. Because like one of the main mechanics about the game was the fact that you could actually like turn things around on the items, and you can actually inspect different things on every item by looking at all the angles. I'm just like, wow, I would not have thought about that. Most of the time, they just tell you what the item gets you. You don't have to actually. There's not really gameplay elements to make you look at those elements yourself. So it was really cool seeing that for the first time in that game. Atmosphere is really cool. It's definitely a scary. It's definitely like a spoopy game too. So it's like, I enjoyed getting scared in that game, and I enjoyed also just trying to survive against all of the zombies in that game. Like the dogs freaked me out a lot in this game, and then the big guys at the end kind of really got to me as well. It ended kind of weirdly, but it's still a very interesting experience. I really enjoyed this game, actually. I enjoyed it more than I initially thought I was going to. And it actually made me really want to explore every single room that I could. And like, the only gripe I have about this game is that it takes way too fucking long to get around everywhere. It takes way too long to get around everywhere because you have to go through a door opening animation every time you go in and out of a place. So it's just, and going through the hallways themselves, it just takes way too long to go from one point of the map to another. That's like the only thing I didn't like about that game. The rest of it was really cool though. Same with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, I think was a little bit more streamlined as an action experience. Had scary moments too. It wasn't nearly as scary as 1, but it still had its puzzle elements and it had its 2D aspects, which was nice. I think I enjoyed this, about as much as the first one too. They're both really good games. I don't think I ever finished 4, but I think we got a decent amount in before we stopped. It was a nice experience. I wouldn't mind playing the rest of it at some point. Okay, we still got a good amount of game to go through. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will be right back, guys. Not that one. Hold on. That one. That's the one I want. Okay, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for the ooh spam as usual, Pansy. Alright, yeah, it's already almost 5, so yeah, this is definitely going to be the only tier list I do this stream. Definitely took longer than I thought it would to get through it. Mostly because we actually went on a lot of tangents. We actually spoke about a lot of games in lengthy debates. Thank you. All right, Risk of Rain 2 is a game I enjoy quite a lot. I played this on stream a while ago with Ben. This is one of those games where, like, again, you could play with friends, and it's very fun to do so. But you could also just play this game on your own, and it's perfectly fine, like, as it is. Because this is a roguelike, so you basically just try to go as far as into it as you can. And you play as, like, different astronaut kind of types or classes, where you can either you could have a multitude of, like, different kind of abilities to your peep person. Kill a bunch of monsters, get a bunch of loot, a bunch of randomized loot that it will determine your build as you go along. And because it's the sequel, they actually did something different with this one from the original game, where they actually made it fully 3D instead of 2D, which is a really cool change to see, actually. So yeah, it's a third-person shooter, third-person action shooter, where you just go through third-person roguelike action shooter, where you try to go as far as you can into the game before the game ends up killing you, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. But maybe this time you'll actually beat it, or you won't, or maybe this time you will. It's very much a game like that, where you get things, you get more people, and you get more things unlocked as you go across it. But it is very repetitive because it's a roguelike, you know? But it's a very good roguelike. Definitely recommend this to anyone who likes action shooters. Also, for anyone who has friends who likes those kind of games, because this game is also very fun to play with friends as well. The only thing I think I remember about this game is that it doesn't have I think everything on the world is not all player focused. It's actually client side to the stream to the Earth server side to the all loot is like server side. So if anyone takes a loot from the ground, the other players cannot get it. So you really kind of have to mark and divvy up what loot is where, and then make sure that people get what they want. But yeah, it's very fun though. I like it. I like it quite a lot. And it also has a lot of lore inside of it, if you care to look through into it. But you definitely don't need to. You don't need to understand any of the plot from even the first game to know what's going on and how to play this game. It's very... I enjoy this among most of my roguelikes in here. I really enjoyed the first one as well, and seeing them do a jump to 3D was, like, actually kind of amazing to me. I was thinking to myself when I saw it, I was like, man, that's how you make a sequel. You could just go from one freaking genre to another. And then Risk of Rain 3, you're gonna have it's all gonna be in 4D. Actually, that's what they should do. They should make it so Risk of Rain 3 is in VR. That would be kind of amazing. I want to see VR Risk of Rain now. Make it happen, guys. Alright, moving on. Rock Band. I love this game. This is a S tier for me personally, but in terms of everything else on this list, I'm just gonna keep it an A tier to kind of keep things consistent. Rock Band's very fun though. It's basically Guitar Hero, but they decided to add more instruments. They actually decided to give you a full band with this one, and by a full band I mean they gave you, instead of your bass guitar, you also got bass, you got drums, and then you got your singer. So you can do basically all the parts of most bands, except for, you know, the keyboard, which they didn't add the keyboard, I think, until it was either 2 or 3. I think it was 3 that they added in the keyboard. But I think the first 2 games just had the 4 main instruments, and that was it. But you could do basically most rock songs with the whole kit. So this is a really fun game to play with friends, especially even if the friends aren't really into rhythm games. It's fun just to play with them as a band. Like it overall is just a really good time just to do that with them. It's got a lot of really good songs in it as well, a lot of classics. But if you really want to just play this like Guitar Hero, you definitely could. You could go through the whole campaign and everything just as one singular instrument, or you could play as a band. I think this game is better. Like, this is again one of those games where I'm like, yeah, of course it's fun to play with friends, but like, you basically, if you want the full experience for Rock Band, you need to play it as a full group of 4, because it's just really fun. It's really cool to play as an entire band, going through all the songs. Like, you won't get the full experience if you just play single player. You'll only be playing one of the instruments the entire time. Whereas if you play with a group, you'll be playing the whole band, which is like the whole point of the game anyways. So, highly recommend anyone to pick this up and play this with their friends if they ever wanted to. I don't know much about the newer games, but the original Rock Band is definitely really good. Rock Band 3 is especially really, really good because they added the keyboard as a musical instrument. And I think they had some songs where you can actually play as multiples of the same instrument, so you could actually do different parts of it. Like, you could actually be the backup duets for the singer parts. So then everyone can actually truly be like a band then. I really like that idea too. I like the idea of actually really like truly separating all the parts into different areas like that. So Rock Band 3 will probably be better than Rock Band 1 for me, but I also really like Rock Band 2 because of its music selection as well. But the first game is still a very good play. Very, very good. RuneScape. This is a game I played with my friends way back in the day. During high school. I think we also played the one version of it, the Reimagine or whatever it was. Or the old school one. This is like an MMO kind of thing, where like I wasn't really much into MMOs at all much anyways, but I wasn't really personally too invested into this one either. So it's a very Megan. I mean, like, I like some parts about it, but I don't really like most of the game, I would say. I was actually, here's the thing. Actually, now, if you asked me to play in RuneScape, I probably wouldn't. If you asked me now to play RuneScape with you, I probably wouldn't. Just because I don't really enjoy this game as much as I enjoy other games on this list. It's just not really. It's not really my thing personally. Like, I like some MMOs, but RuneScape is not really too appealing to me, personally. If I was gonna play MMO, I think I would get back into Final Fantasy 14 first before I would consider RuneScape again, or maybe some other free-to-play one. I'm not entirely sure. It's just one of the ones I didn't really have a good experience with it myself, so, or I didn't really have too much interest going into it anyways, so it's just mad to me. It's very bleh. Very bleh. Yeah, I personally did not enjoy it very much. So it's a D for me. I wouldn't say it's trash, because I know there's people who definitely enjoy it. And more power to them, but I'm not one of those people. Okay. Saints Row 2. I like Saints Row. I remember playing the Saints Row series more than I played the GTA series, because with GTA, I think I only really played 5, and that was it. Whereas Saints Row, I've actually played 2 and 3, so I have a little bit more history with it. This wasn't too bad, though. I remember enjoying going through them quite a lot, just because they're like very wacky, crude humor. Third-person action, open world, gangster style kind of game. Yeah, it's like with GTA, you're like more of like a, you can sometimes be in a gang, but like this is all about being part of just like this massive gang. Where two is like you kind of start from the streets, and then 3 you kind of start to take over the world a little bit. 4 is when you really start to take over the world. Like, you also start to take over the galaxy, I think, at that point, at some point. But 3, you start to take over the world after some point. And this one, you kind of just work your way up from the streets. I don't know. Again, I enjoyed these games, but I don't know if I would say they're really, really good. Same with the 3rd. I played a lot of these before, but I don't know. I don't know, they're kind of a weird, like, in between A and B for me, because I'm like, I look at all the games that are in A tier, and I'm just like, man, I really love playing these games. But when I look at the B tier, I'm just like, yeah, these are fun games to play. Wouldn't always play them, but these are fun games to play. I had a good experience with these two, though, regardless. If you're into that kind of gameplay, I would probably recommend them. I wanted to get into 4 too, because 4 just looks freaking ridiculous. Same with the Gat Out of Hell DLC, but I just haven't gotten to it yet, personally. I have a lot of other things on my list. I get to hear Corey talking shit about RuneScape. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Chris. Yeah, I know you probably enjoy it, but I personally don't really. This is probably something you'll get to make fun of me on later. I still got a lot of games to go through. Let's start getting through these. Scribblenauts, I like this game. I think you get to basically draw a bunch of stuff, and it's basically like every artist's dream, where you get to like draw up a thing or like write down a thing's name, and it becomes real. And then you gotta kind of solve puzzles by like creating different things and combining them together, and seeing how they work with the level. I enjoy this game though. Not my favorite, but like it was really cute and had a lot of charm to it, so I probably enjoyed it about as much as I did with all these other games. It was really interesting. I think they came out with more things in the franchise too, which was, I think, and yeah, this is Scribblenauts Unlimited as well. So yeah, this is like the full experience. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good play, I would say. I remember messing around a lot with like the different things I could do with it. Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor is really fun. It's again, I'm not really big into like the Lord of the Rings series too much right now, but Shadow of Mordor was like one of the games I liked a lot just by itself, because you play as this you play as a guy that has like basically the ghost of an elven king or something living inside of him. Excuse me. And he goes around to basically kind of kill a bunch of these was it ogres? I think they are. Yeah, I think they're ogres in the game, in the series. Yeah, or orcs, I think they're called. Yeah, orcs they are. Okay. You kill a bunch of orcs in the game, trying to like take over their encampments, dethrone some certain types of them, and overall just kind of just like there's a lot of killing of orcs. Like if you like action games like this and like brutal action games like this is really good for you. I really enjoyed it myself. There's like a tactical aspect a little bit to it too, because you can go around to different areas and kill different leaders to demoralize or promote other people up in their ranks. And if you like leave a certain one too powerful for too long, they'll start to become a little bit more of a nuisance to you. So you got to keep everyone kind of in check. It has a really cool, like the Nemesis system, I think it was called. The Nemesis system is really cool in the game. It's actually really well crafted and really well done. They even made like other game modes based on just like the gameplay loop alone. It's almost like a roguelike in how it plays, but it's kind of interesting. It's not a roguelike for sure, but it's like a roguelike. Same with Shadow of War. It's basically Shadow of Mordor, but a little bit better. And they added some new stuff to it. But I haven't played too much of War, but it basically was what Shadow of Mordor was, but a little bit better and a little bit more polished. And I think it had like a more grandiose story to it rather than what Mortar did. Yeah, both A-tier games for me, oh, definitely. Same with Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is really cool. You play as a guy that's on a horse with a sword and a bow, and you're told that in order to help save your loved one from dying, you must slay all these giant colossi that roam the earth. And so you go off and you kill a bunch of giant monsters, which they're basically kind of like levels how you do it, but it's a little bit open worldish because you have this big world that you traverse to get to the Colossus, and then eventually take it down by either climbing on top of it and stabbing its weak points. Or actually, yeah, that's basically the way you do it. You have to find these Colossus, and then once you get there, you have to kind of climb up on their bodies, stab their weak points, and try to kind of hang on to them as they try to take you down. It's a really neat idea. The fact that you make the boss like an actual like both a platforming section and a point where you just strike them multiple times, it's really nice. I haven't played the new one, but I heard it's basically just like the original, except it's got more collectibles and it's got a lot more fancier graphics. Which this game already looked great on the PS2, but when they transferred to PS4, it just looked amazing. So yeah. My throat is starting to get sore. Alright, Simpsons Hit and Run. I gotta educate myself on what these games were again, because I confuse Hit and Run with Road Rage a lot. If I remember, I think Hit and Run was the... I think this is the one where you didn't have to be in the car the entire time. Like, you can kind of traverse around the place around a bit, but you could still drive a car around. I think it was basically like... This is basically like if GTA was The Simpsons, from my remember. And I think Road Rage is the one where you were actually like doing like a taxi service. Both these games are pretty interesting and pretty funny. They're pretty fun, also. I remember playing them a little bit and seeing my friends play them a lot more. I think Road Rage was like a little bit better though, just because I think I enjoyed playing. I enjoy like the little taxi thing of it a little bit better. Actually, I don't know. I think I rank them about the same in the B tier, around the same area, I would say. Because again, I remember liking them, but I don't think I would put them in the same vein as everything else up here, personally. But yeah, this is like a taxi service, I think, one where you just kind of drive around and take one person from one point to another, and try not to hit any cars on the way, but more than likely you will. It goes really fast from what I remember too. Like, it goes really, really fast. Sims 2. I enjoy Sims 2 quite a lot. Though it depends which version you're talking about. And I think this one is talking about the one on PC. So I will be basing it on that. Sims 2 on the PC was fun. I remember I think it had like a it had like the thing where you can create your own family and everything, but I think it also had a story mode to it, which is interesting. So I really enjoy the Sims games a lot though. They're really funny. Would I rank them an A tier though? I'm not sure. I think they're good fun, but I don't think they're like this level of fun. They're kind of games that I like to play every now and then, and get really invested into for a little bit of a time, but not play like too much of it. Anyone who doesn't know the Sims games, you probably know or heard about these, but they're basically just life simulators. You create a bunch of people, watch them live out their lives and needs, and see how they kind of get along with each other and everything. It's very funny as a streaming game, I feel like, too, because you can make a bunch of like random people that you know, and then just see how they interact with each other. Sims 2 for PS2 is the best version. Oh yeah, I think I remember playing. I think I played like the console version, which I think the PS2 version was a lot like the Xbox version, which is the one I played. But yeah, that I remember liking 2 quite a lot as well. I don't know if I finished the whole campaign for it, but I did get like a decent amount in. I made a green-haired nude model named Nipple. Very nice. One time I broke the game by slapping my friend's character with a fish. Oh, that's funny. I would say also out of these games, I definitely have a lot more experience with The Sims 3. Because I played this one on PC a lot. Messing around with all the cheats and everything in as well. Making dream homes and everything too. That's the main thing I like making The Sims. I like playing The Sims 4 is I just like building houses. I like building the houses in them and seeing how cool they are. That's why I would like to get The Sims 4 as well again too, because The Sims 4 house creation looks really sick. 3 isn't too bad either, but 3 has a lot of customization with how you can do patterns and everything too. So I really like it. I mostly just like building the houses because I just like making shit in this game rather than playing the Sims out themselves. That's kind of how I like to go about it. All right, Skate 2. Skate 2 was fun. I played the demo, I think, of this quite extensively. I don't know if I actually got the game fully for myself though. I remember playing the demo quite a lot though. It was fun. I like the Skate series because it's like of how they kind of did their skateboarding, where I think it was like, I think yeah, you tilt the stick to like however you want to turn the board or whatever. It was kind of interesting how it did it. Instead of assigning everything to buttons, you actually assigned it to the stick. I think they're just fun games to play. I don't think they're too good. I remember 3 had like they had a thing where you can create a lot more things with the videos with it, and you can also make like your own skate park, which is kind of cool. But they're fun games though. They're fun skateboarding games. If you're into skateboarding games, you would like them, but if you're not really into the sports, that kind of genre, then you probably wouldn't even say them too much. Slime Ranch is fun as hell. I love this game. It's funny too because it's one of the farming simulators that I actually enjoy, because I normally don't really like farming simulators, but Slime Rancher I do enjoy because it's very cute and it's very simple. And you basically just go out into the world, you find a bunch of these little slimes, you put them in little nets and little pens, and feed them little things so they can give you they can shit out your, so they can literally just shit out money for you. I'm really excited for Slime Rancher 2 because it looks really cute and really cool, and they look like they're adding a lot more stuff to it. And I'm really curious to see about when that comes out. Do I own this game on Steam? Because I remember playing it from someone saying, but I don't remember if I actually own it. I do. Okay, I do own it. I am definitely going to play this game on Steam Stream at some point. I just don't know when. But I would definitely love to play this game on stream, though. I think it's trying to load my hours for it, but it's not really coming up. Okay. It's a fun-ass game, though. Like, even if you don't like farming simulators a lot, it's a really cute and really simple game that you can kind of get behind. Smash Brothers F tier. It's trash game. Absolute trash. This actually might be an S tier game for me as well. Because I really like Smash Ultimate. I played a lot of this. I probably played too much of this, to be honest. I look forward to every new character coming up. I basically have almost completed the game at this point. I just need to do other things to get done with it all. You know that you know what Smash Brothers is. I think everyone knows what Smash Brothers is. So yeah, it's very fun. It's actually I would say this is probably my favorite Smash. I really like Brawl a lot too, and I do like some of the stuff they did in Wii U as well. But this is probably my favorite out of all of them. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Who plays Smash anymore, right? Trash game. Alright, Sonic the Hedgehog. Would I place this in my old tier list? I think I placed this as a B tier game, right? I think I placed both these games in B tier in my last one. I already stated the reasons why I like or not like Smash and or not Smash, Sonic and Sonic Mania. Yeah, it's just the 2D Sonics are fun to play. It's just I'm not too much into him as much as I am the other Sonic games. So they're basically like B tier games to me. They're enjoyable though. They're really enjoyable. Soul Calibur 4. I really like Soul Calibur. It's actually one of the fighting games I've probably played a good amount of. 4 especially also. I did like playing this one quite a lot as well. I just like the idea that all the fighters are kind of more distinct based on their weapons rather than everything else. Like their weapons are probably their main distinctive force when you fight each other. And with the later games, I know they made it so you can do custom characters that just use all the different weapons as well. So that's very nice. I like that aspect a lot. I like the character creation aspect to the Soul Calibur games quite a lot. I don't think 4 had it. 4 might have had it, but not as big as a scale as it is on 6 now. It was still a very enjoyable game though. I remember playing it quite a lot back in the day. What did you see before? I had to mute a moment there. Yeah, the Sonic games. I basically kind of just rated them the same way that they were in the last stream that I did, because I already stated kind of my reasons of why what I feel about the Sonic 2D games as well. So yeah, Spooderman. Spooderman is really fun. It's actually it's an open world action game where you get to play a spider. You really get to it really makes you feel like you're Spider-Man. It really does though. You go around swinging on your webs. You battle bad guys. You get a bunch of upgrades for your spider guy, and yeah, you just play as Spider-Man in the city, taking down bad guys and doing what a Spider-Man does. It's very fun. It's a very good action open world game. And it has a lot of stuff to do after you beat the game as well, especially in terms of DLC content. Really want to play Miles Morales, but I am waiting until my PS5 to do that because, yeah. But Miles Morales looks really cool too, and I'm looking forward to playing it as well. Understandable. Yeah, okay. Spore. Spore is weird. You start off as like a little microorganism in the water, and then you kind of work your way up the food chain until eventually you are taking over galaxies as a full-grown specimen. It goes through like evolution and everything, and it's kind of weird. You like create every step of the monster as you go along the way. It has like multiple elements of gameplay in it, where you're playing as a small creature, then you turn into something that walks on land, and then you make a tribe, and then you make a city, and then you start taking over the globe and galaxies, and like it's very interesting. Character creation is weird as fuck. You basically create monstrosities and just try to do whatever you want with them, I guess. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but like I don't remember too much about it. I would say it's in the same vein as all my average games. Like, it's just weird. It's a very weird game. It's enjoyable, but it's strange. It's very strange. I don't know any other way to explain it besides strange. Stardew Valley. It's a farming simulator. You get to build up relationships with people in your town. Kind of like if The Sims met Harvest. No, not Farming Simulator. I think it's more based on Harvest Moon than anything, which is another game series that I haven't really played too much of, as I stated before. I played this one though because I played with friends before and I tried a bit on my own. It's not bad, but it's not a game that I like to play a lot because it's a farming simulator, and I don't normally enjoy farming simulators. It's just a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time, and I have games that I'd rather play other than it, so C tier for me. I know a lot of people like it though. For me personally though, I just don't like farming simulators that much. I would mind going through and giving it a good try, see how long you can get through it, but just the gameplay of wake up every day, grow your crops, talk to people around town, it's just like it's basically what you do in Animal Crossing, except it's purely farming. Like, you have the ability to farm stuff in Animal Crossing if you really want to, but that's not the main aspect to it. And this one, that's the main thing. You're farming for this stuff. Like, again, I like Slime Rancher a lot more as a farming simulator rather than I do Stardew Valley. And that's just me. Star Wars Force Unleashed. I remember enjoying this game. I wasn't love it though. B tier. Moving on. Nah, it's like an action Star Wars game. You play as a guy that can either go Jedi or Sith. Yeah. You play... I don't remember too much of it, honestly. I just remember you can... It's like an action-based Star Wars game. Kind of like the new one that's come out too, which I want to play. Oh, was it Force Awakens, I think it was? Yeah, Force Awakens looks really cool. I really want to play that one too. I haven't gotten to it yet, though. Started was fun when I first played it, but it does get boring after a while. Yeah. See, so you understand, Pansy. You understand that it's just like, yeah, it's a cool, charming little game, but it just gets boring. Because ultimately, it's a farming simulator, and like, if you enjoy those kind of games where you can kind of just chill back, focus on your crops, focus on getting a lot of money and watering and everything, it's good. But if you're like me, who is a guy who likes a lot of action-based games, as you can clearly see from the top of this list, a lot of these are action games, except for My Sims. But a lot of these are action-based games. If you're like someone who, like me, who likes a lot of action-based games, these games are just slog. These games are just boring. There is good in it though, so that's why I kind of put an average instead of D. Stick Fight the game is fun as hell. It's very funny. I love playing this game with friends. It's like it's a little battle simulator where you are a bunch of stick men, going through, basically going through your little levels, trying to kill each other with various weapons and such. It's kind of a parody on the stick fight genre, which is you know, very famous for being over the top with its stick fights and very simplistic. I say it's like a parody because like a lot of the animations are very like, you know, human fall flat levels of just like stupid. And it's just really funny. It's a really funny game. It's also really fun to play too, because you're trying so hard to like use the physics of the game to kill each other. It's a great time with friends, honestly. I would love to do this on Steam Stream someday with a bunch of friends. Speaking of farming simulators, Terraria. I actually really love Terraria though. Terraria is actually one of my favorite games in this kind of genre, because like it's a lot like Minecraft in the vein of like you need to go out to get materials and craft a bunch of stuff. It's survival craft. That's the genre of it. These both are survival craft genre games. But I personally think Terraria does it better. I think Terraria is just a better Minecraft. Because you have a lot of fantasy stuff that works in this game, which I really like playing around with. You have a lot more choice of weapons. So it works a lot more towards the action, 2D, the 2D actions kind of side to it. And exploring around is just fun as hell to do too. Like, even if you're just searching for like really rare materials that you make a really good pickaxe or sword with, they have a lot more things that you can look into with this game. Like, you can go in through temples, you can go through desert biomes, and like meet just a bunch of different creatures and everything. And did I mention there's like a lot of shit in this game? There's a lot of loot you can get in this game. There's like, I think, 1,000 different items you can get in this game, which is kind of crazy. It's really fun though. I would love to play this game as a regular series, just as something to regularly do on stream every now and then. I'm unsure. I feel like at some point, I think what I'm planning to do with Terraria is, because I like the game a lot and I want to do like a regular series on it, just like a casual series of it. I'm probably going to do Terrarias on Wednesdays after I get done with like all of my Steam Stream showcases. Like because I have a lot of Steam Stream games to play, but eventually I'm gonna run out of the games that I can showcase that I've already played. So once that comes around, I'll probably start doing Terraria for the afternoon stream, for the evening streams on Wednesdays. That's my plan, at least, with it. Team Fortress 2. TF2 is really fun to play. Basically, it's like Overwatch from what I've heard, or Overwatch is like it because this came first technically, where you have a bunch of classes that you're just shooting, team-based shooter. You're with a bunch of classes and witty humor that you try to kill each other with. I don't remember being like, really, really lovey the game, but I liked it. It's fun to play with people. It's kind of, yeah, along the same lines as Payday, where I would play with friends if they asked me to. A lot of the games in B tier are basically kind of just like that. They're kind of games that are just like, I'll play this if friends want me to, and they're games that I enjoy playing with friends. But other than that, I usually don't play them on my own. If I can rank TF2 lower than F, I would put it there. Oh, do you have beef with TF2? See, I don't personally have any experiences like that, but I'd like to hear your story, Pansy. Binding of Isaac, I recently played this on stream. This is a very unsettling game. It's very strange and very weird, but it's a really decent roguelike. It's very gross, very weird. There's other roguelikes I like better than Binding of Isaac, but it's still very enjoyable. I would probably put in the same B tier as everything else. For you guys that haven't seen the stream, it's a twin stick shooter based on religion and a lot of very fucked up stuff. You're going through a basement trying to get away from your psychotic mother who's trying to kill you. And yeah, there's a lot of fucked up stuff in this game. Like, really fucked up. It's basically almost a horror game. But yeah, I would say it's a B tier overall. The game is so boring. Not to mention my ex used to want me to play with him a lot, which made him hate him more. Ah, okay, I see. So you have a lot of bias toward it. I understand that. I don't know. It might just be because you're not into shooters too much, Pansy, but it's not too bad of a shooter. Like, again, like, this is something that I would play if friends really, really told me to. But otherwise, I would just play games like Apex instead with them, or Siege with them. It's definitely lower on the terms of like what I would place or what I would play with everyone on. Actually, because it is lower than my interest in these games, I'm actually gonna move it to down to here. Because like I feel average toward TF2 anyways, because like I don't particularly like it, but I don't particularly hate it. It's kind of just it's just one of those games that it's just like, okay, this is a thing that exists. I normally keep it out of the back of my mind anyways, because, you know, I have so many other things to worry about anyways. Stanley Parable game is really good. You guys should definitely play it. Just play it. You don't even need to hear my explanation to realize why you need to play it. Just play it. I personally believe, at least like Stanley Parable. This is a game that everyone needs to play at least once for their gamer card, because this game is basically it's a first-person walking simulator, but it has a very it's a choice-based thing where you can either decide to listen to your narrator as he describes the events that go on, or you can defy him, and then that's when the game gets weird. It's a game all about breaking the rules of game boundaries and like narrator tropes, and it's really funny. It's a really good time too. I think anyone will find humor in Stanley Parable and love it. It's not just bias since I hated the game before I met him. Yeah, true enough. Again, like if you personally don't like the game, then yeah, that's fine. Just like how I feel with RuneScape is like I don't personally like it. But yeah, everyone play Stanley Parable if you haven't already. Especially do it on stream too, because it's fun to see people's reactions on it to it on stream. I gotta get my dad to play it if I haven't already, if he hasn't already. It's already 5:30 and we still have this many games to go through. Extended stream, I guess. I expect this game to I expect this series. I am saying the wrong words. I did not expect this stream to take as long as it did, but here we are. Uncharted 4. I like Uncharted 4 a lot. Uncharted 4 was a really good end to the whole series. I would honestly put all of the Uncharted games up in A tier. If they had them on the list here for me, I would put all the Uncharted games up in A tier. Uncharted 4, I really liked a lot. It looked really pretty. It also controlled very, very nicely. It's just like the other Uncharted games, but with like, it has a lot of closure. If you play the entire Uncharted series up until 4, this brings a lot of closure to everything in the series. Like, this is a very final game for the game, but it still leaves room for other games to kind of come in, maybe even a spin-off if they decide to. But this is like the end of Nathan Drake's story right here, and they did really well with it. The scenes in the game were really nice. It's basically like a movie. Like, this is the 4th movie that you would see of the Uncharted game, of the Uncharted series, and they did really well with it. If you like action games with a bit of shooting, and a heavy emphasis on exploration and puzzles, you would like the Uncharted series, no doubt. Depends how much it costs. I think you can get the whole Nathan Drake collection for pretty cheap, actually. The Nathan Drake collection is the entire series. It's the games 1 through 4. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, look it up, Pansy. Honestly, Nathan Drake collection is definitely worth it. All right. Undertale. This is definitely a top tier game for sure. I featured Undertale music a lot in my series, so to show you already how much I like this game. This is one of those games that I am mad that I did not play myself for the first time, and I spoiled it for myself because I decided to watch the Game Grumps play it first to get the full story, because I wasn't sure if I would like the game myself. But after watching multiple people play this game, I can say for sure this is a game I would love. I would absolutely love this game. It's a really, really good story. The bullet hell might be like hit and miss with some people, but overall, the way that the game plays, where you can spare the monsters or actually decide to kill some of them if you need to, is really nice. I really like the story of the game a lot, and I like the characters a lot. The characters are very, really cool and really, really well developed. Toby Fox did an amazing job on this game, and I love seeing people play this game because I love seeing their reactions to different parts of it. It's a really good game. A very short game too. I think you can beat this whole game in like 5 to 6 hours. That's the only reason also that I wouldn't mind just playing the entire game on stream at some point, because I wouldn't mind doing all the routes. I think I'll make it a series at some point. It'll be a nice short little series in between everything. But we can start it on Steam Stream and maybe make it a Steam Stream series instead. because it would be nice to get back into it on the anniversary date. I'm disappointed Thrillville is on this list either. Oh, that's a good point. I really like the Thrillville series too. Yeah, too. I have to agree with that. Thrillville was a really cool series as well. If it was on this list, I would probably put them in A tier, honestly. They're really good games. But yeah, Uno. Who doesn't like Uno, honestly? Uno's fun. Definitely a high tier game. Honestly, you don't even need to play the video game version of Uno. You can play the tabletop version, or you can play the physical version, the physical card game as well with friends. It's just a fun game. Everyone has Uno. I don't care what you say for your Xbox, but you have Uno. you should definitely play it with friends. It's very fun. Very fun card game, and a lot of screaming ensues. Until Dawn. I like this game a lot. I think, yeah, I'll put it up here just because I feel like Until Dawn is very much a game where, like, you could play through the multiple routes and stuff if you really wanted to, but the game does not really have a good way of replaying sections, as far as I can tell, without going through the entire game again. As far as I know, or at least like the way I did it, I maybe might have screwed up some of my saves to the point that I had to restart the entire game if I wanted to go through anything. So, yeah. But this is very much a game that everyone should play through once by themselves without any sort of backseating, and see just what happens to all the characters from their routes and stories and choices that they make. And then you can decide if you want to play the rest of the game after that point. But it's definitely a cool game. It's a very good spoopy game. Very good for the holidays. Very good for Halloween. Because it definitely has a good amount of scares in it. I don't think I own this on anything else. I already played through all of it anyway, so I probably wouldn't even bother with it for a spooky month. But it's very nice though. I feel like some parts of it could probably be better with how it works and everything. But it's a nice story-based game. When we play tabletop game, we need to play Uno along with Game of Life. Yeah, I agree. We need to find those for Tabletop Simulator for sure. Oh, I got some drop frames. When did those come in? Oh, about 20 minutes ago. Okay. Well, at least it stopped. Hopefully. Sorry for the buffering that happened before, I guess. Visceral Cleanup Duty. This is a funny little game. I'll probably just put it up in here because that's kind of just how I kind of feel like it should be ranked. I think it's a game that's is a lot better to play with friends, because then you can mop up different areas of the thing with everyone. It's very funny. It's very gross, but it has its humor to it though. Yeah, you're basically just you're basically the cleanup crew for a murder scene. Like, a lot of shit happened before you got up to the scene, but you basically need to take all the body parts and stuff that are loose strewn about, put them away, mop up all the floors around everywhere, and make the place look nice after, what was a catastrophe of events. It's kind of interesting. Probably wouldn't rank it any higher than B, though. Oh yeah, it's a first person as well too, so yeah. Viva Pinata. This is an interesting game. I would technically call this a farming simulator, because you ultimately are trying to recruit animals into your little garden and grow a bunch of things that they might like so they can have more babies together, and you can make like a little home in town with them. It's basically like half a garden simulator and then half a managing a town of pinata people. It's kind of interesting. B, I would say probably. I would say it's probably a B tier game for me. It's interesting. It's got a lot of charm to it. It's very cute. The game gets a little sluggish after a while because you have to manage so many pinatas, and a lot of them don't like each other, and a lot of them die from some of the random things that come across them, so a little frustrating at times too, but it also just gets a little boring after a while because you have to wait for things to kind of grow and happen in the garden. So overall, I think it's a B tier game though. It's enjoyable. Definitely say it's a good game. Oh yeah, see if you can find the SpongeBob version of Game of Life on there too. All right, Warframe. Warframe's a decent game. It's actually one of the free-to-plays that I don't mind playing because it's actually really well built and really well made. I would say, yeah, in terms of like free-to-play, it's actually really fun, but it's still like a B tier for me overall. Just because, again, because it's a free-to-play, there's a lot of grinding you have to do. The grinding stuff that you can do in the game is fun because of the classes you can be in the game and the everything else you can do. But it's not a game that I would play very, very too much. I'd say, yeah, about the same lines of enjoyment as I get from all these, though. Oh yeah, for those who don't know what Warframe is, it's a 3D third-person action game where you're kind of like, you're basically space ninjas. Is basically the best way I can describe it. You're space ninjas. You have a bunch of abilities on all your Warframes. You have a bunch of different weapons that you can use as well, like bows and guns and swords and such. And yeah, it's kind of fun. It's free to play too. It's a really good free to play. It's like a really decent free to play because it has a lot of polish to it, and it had a lot of content added to it for free. So, pretty nice. Watch Dogs. I know people who say that they hate this game, and this game is stupid and it's trash. But you know what I think? I think it's pretty good. I think Watch Dogs is pretty good. I at least enjoyed it myself. There's probably things I have about it that could have been better. Like, I bet you if I played Watch Dogs 2, I probably would enjoy some more parts about it than I did about this game. Story's a little weird and stupid, but the gameplay of going through being able to hack things around you is really nice. I like the hacking aspect of the game a lot, and I also if you don't want to play the game like a stealth hacker, you can also just play it as a run through and shoot everyone game, because it is very much that kind of game as well. But yeah, I would say it's a decent game overall. I like the setting a lot. I like that it's based in Chicago, especially because I visited Chicago before and I was actually able to pick out some parts of it that I saw. And yeah, again, I like the hacking stuff in it a lot. I was really excited for Watch Dogs Legions when it was announced, because they basically admitted it's kind of like a roguelike, where you have characters that can permanently die. That you can recruit, but you can also recruit a bunch of other people that have a bunch of different specs, so they can do different jobs a lot better and easier. I've been meaning to get into it. I played a little bit of it on the PS4, but I want to really play it on my PS5 to get the full experience, so I'm kind of holding off on it. And again, this is the joke where I say this is where I would put my PS5 if I had one. Wait, I thought the game was based in San Francisco. No, it's Chicago. Original Watch Dogs is based in Chicago. I think they have like a bridge and stuff there too, which I think was part of Chicago as well. But yeah, I remember seeing like the bean and the walls and everything there too. So I remember a couple of parts of the Chicago landscape in there. There was probably another one that was based in there. That might be Watch Dogs 2 actually. Because I do think also Watch Dogs Legions is more based in the UK, maybe London. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's based in the UK though. Wii Fit. I mean, what can I say about this game? It's basically a fitness simulator. It's good if you're looking after your fit health and everything, but I don't. I never really played too much of this. It's decent. I mean, I wouldn't call it like a average game. Like it's good for what it does. Like if you're actually looking after your health and everything, and you want to do like yoga and stuff with it too, pick it up. It's not too bad for a fitness guide. If you want one that's more like a game, definitely pick up Ring Fit Adventure, because that'll get you working out, and you get to play like a action RPG with it as well. Wii Sports is fun as hell. I love playing all the games on this, especially bowling. Bowling is super fun to play on this. I love playing virtual bowling on Wii Sports with like a bunch of my family and friends and stuff. It's very enjoyable. I like the other games on here too, though. I like tennis. I don't mind boxing. I like baseball and golf too. Golf is pretty fun in there too. I'd say bowling is definitely my favorite game on there, though, for sure. Tennis is really fun too. Tennis is like a close second on the Wii Sports for me. I just need to port it to Switch and make it work with the Joy-Cons. And then the Wii will officially be dead. The Wii will officially be dead. Okay, Worms. Worms is fun. I personally like playing Worms a lot, but I know a lot of people that I know don't really like Worms too much. Probably a B for me. I like playing it every so often. Also, this is the original Worms too. I probably would play other versions of Worms before this one. So it's very much an enjoyable game for me. I'll just put in B tier for everything else. Kind of like the little tank games where you maneuver your little worms around the place, aim with different weapons, try to kill all the other worms on the other team. A lot of physics-based action, basically. And there's a lot of wacky humor too. This game definitely has its humor to it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. First one, Chicago. Second one, San Francisco. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I watched my friend play the second one. Okay. Yeah, second one looks cool, too. I do want to actually play it. I just need to get to it. That's why it's not on this list as well, too. 3 more games. All right, oh, we're ending with some doozies, too. Yooka-Laylee. Yooka-Laylee's... It's pretty fun. I want to rank it more in the B, but it's a fun experience. It's like along the same lines as Banjo-Kazooie, because it's basically like Banjo-Kazooie, but made by different people and just kind of made to mimic it. It's basically the indie Banjo-Kazooie, but still really good. It's a really nice collectathon. It's like one of the only collectathon games I remember playing besides Mario games. And it's pretty good for what it does. I could say there's areas of probably of it that could be better, but it's not that bad. I remember this game came under a lot of hot water when it first came out, because I think it was a little bit terrible back then, but they fixed it up, so everything's fine now. Impossible Lair I've also heard a lot of good things about, which I definitely want to play as well. That one's more akin to the line of the Donkey Kong Country series, which I've also never played, but I wouldn't mind trying it out in that format at least. All right, 2 more games. Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game's really, really good. I still play this to this day. I actually need to play more of it now, because I'm going through the master mode of it now. And I still need to beat the game through that, and I also want to collect everything in it. I want to complete this game at some point. Very, very good open world RPG. A lot of people don't like the breaking mechanic. I personally think it works a lot for this game. It works a lot for the nature of this game, because like a lot of the weapons that you find in this game, you have to interchange anyways. It's all about living off the land and trying to make do with the most of your resources that you can. There's definitely places you can go to kind of grind out some of the weapons that you might need if you need to. But for the most part, you're mostly just living off whatever weapons you find as you go across the way. And yeah, the whole game is basically based around exploring, getting loot, killing enemies, exploring the world. A lot of exploring. There's a lot of world to explore in that game, and a lot of shrines to do as well. The shrines are basically what make up most of the game, and that's just like half the puzzles. But yeah, very fun though. Very nice. I definitely highly recommend it to most people who like action games and open world RPGs. Ocarina of Time. Okay. Ocarina of Time is a really good game, but I don't think it's my favorite Zelda. I still prefer Breath of the Wild more than Ocarina of Time. But Ocarina of Time, not that bad. Some of the Z targeting in it and everything in it is a little bit annoying. It's a fun game to randomize though. I've seen Chris do randomizers of this game, and it was really fun. I wouldn't mind doing it myself at some point in the future too. Especially because I don't think I actually remember finishing the game in full, but it would be interesting to do as a randomizer. Probably a B tier game. Probably gonna upset a lot of people, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry. I like Breath of the Wild more than I like Ocarina of Time. That's just my opinion. Ocarina of Time's still very good though. The Z targeting is very weird for me. But the style of the game and everything, the world and the story of it is still very good. It's a very good game. I just like Breath of the Wild more. Dorito game. Yeah, the Dorito game. That is where the Dorito meme came from, actually. Oh yeah, that's all the games. Okay. So there is my definitive tier list. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Before I admit that, we need an S tier game out of the A tiers. We got a lot of A tiers to go through. Holy crap. We actually got a lot of A tiers to sift through. There's a lot of games I really like. And actually, instead of just making it, I might go against my rule that's up here right now, and actually put a couple of games into S tier, because these are just games that, again, how I'm gonna kind of try to rank the S ranks probably going forward too is these are games that I have no complaints about. I enjoy from start to finish, no matter what I play, however I play in it. And yeah, I just usually have a good time for it the whole time. I would say Smash Brothers is definitely up there. Same with Mario Galaxy. Those are both S tier games for me. I don't know. I think Lego is the A game. I don't think I would put it any higher than that. Left 4 Dead 2 is really fun, but it's only really fun if you play with friends. Like these games you can play by themselves and they're just as good. There's some parts about Spider-Man I don't really like, so I'll keep it an A tier. Undertale I would also probably put as an S tier game. This game's amazing. Stanley Parable is basically a perfect game as well. I can't really argue with that. Terraria as well. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Also kind of have to agree with that too. These are very S tier games for me. The Mario games, the other Mario games besides Galaxy, yeah, I would stick them down here. Yeah, even Odyssey. I still think Galaxy, like I say, I think Galaxy's a little bit better than Odyssey. But Odyssey's still very fun. Nah, I'm not gonna do that because again, there's some sluggish parts of that. Nier Automata, I really enjoy Nier Automata as well. Persona 5. This is probably an S tier game, honestly, but I haven't finished it, so I don't feel confident in putting in the S tier. Like these other games I've at least finished and I know the whole thing around. I don't know all of this yet, but it's very enjoyable so far. I really enjoy Rock Band as well, but I mean, yeah, again, it's not for everyone.
Uncharted was a really good ending for the series, actually. I think I'll keep it at A tier though. I still like these games. Yeah, I got a little bit better than that, anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. All right. That's it. That's my... Just move Galaxy up there and call it a day. Well, I did. I put a couple other games up there as well, but Galaxy's up there definitely. That's my definitive tier list. All my S ranks. These are games that I love immensely, and I love every second of every time I play them. Like, I'll go back to these games gladly at any point in my life, and I'll still enjoy them. The rest of these games are really fun to play, but I don't enjoy them as much as these, and they're not like timeless classics to me. These games are really, really fun, but only under certain circumstances, or kind of just like they were fun in the moment, but I wouldn't really go back to them. And in these games, I just feel very neutral about. I had divisive opinions on most of these games, so they kind of go right here. Like, there's good in them, but they're mostly divisive, and I just don't like this one. D stands for don't like. And then there's all the games I haven't played, which I'm going to now move down. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da-da. And one more. There we go. And there's all the games I haven't played. Hey, let me scroll up the tier list very slowly. So everyone can get a good look at all of what I have here. So yeah, this is my definitive tier list. 100% fact, no one can argue with this. Hint, hint, challenging you, Chris. But yeah, that's about where I would put everything, I would say. There's probably a lot of games, especially down here in the haven't played, that are probably very much worth playing. Honestly. Especially Sekiro, yeah. There's probably a lot of them that are very much worth playing, but I just either haven't gotten to them, or they just don't really interest me as much. So, yeah. We got today's tier list till about 6 today. So I think it's about good to call it here. I forgot how big that tier list was until you scrolled up. But yeah, I know, right?
You're still doing this?
I just finished up. I'm just ending the stream now. All right, so that's everything for today, guys. More tier lists in the future. Subscribe and follow for those. The next Casual Friday I'm doing is probably not going to be a tier list though. I think I'm about doing like another like just regular game. Maybe like
Mom plays.
What?
Mom plays.
Mom plays. If we can get Mom to do it, we'll do Mom plays. But otherwise, I think I'll probably try to do either like a Would You Rather, or maybe like a Do Not Push the Button kind of thing. One of those types. Probably Would You Rather. I would like to do those on stream as well. Ever since I've seen people play those on the gaming channels, I've always wanted to do it myself. Huh? It's just a browser game. So it's basically you just they give you a bunch of things that you choose one or the other of, and then you go on a little debate on which one you would rather do. It's a classic game of Would You Rather. So yeah, I would love to do that on stream at some point too. That might be the next stream, unless we can do like neither Dad or Mom plays again. We'll see about it. But for now, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you liked it. Comment if what you think about my poor decisions. And like I said, subscribe and follow also. Links to everything down below. That actually, something I should have done with the last tier list too, which I'll probably update after this. I'll link this tier list down below as well if you want to try it yourself. As well as the part 1 of my series of this if you want to see the full tier list. But yeah. Any other things I want to say? Monday we're doing more drawing. Hopefully we should finish up the Pride Month drawing by then. So look forward to that, and I will be seeing you all